All right, welcome in, you guys. Hopefully the stream is caught up today. I know we had some lag over on FB yesterday, so hopefully it's looking good for you guys. Vicky's here. Vicky is here today. All right, you guys. Good morning, Kay and Blake. Hey, everybody. Hey, you lady. Suze is here. What is good? I almost said how is good. Guys, it's a crazy day today. We already made sourdough bread today. By the way, it turned out amazing. All I can smell from the other room is sourdough bread, and it smells so stinking good. So we are doing shipping today. Let me just make sure that we are good. Hey, honey, you want to look on the other platforms too? Make sure everything looks good. Please and thank you, sir. Snap Dabble's in the house. What is good, Snap? Hey, guys. Okay. So, I tried something today. I want you guys to let me know what you see. So on the screen here, like right here, if you are on TT, you should be seeing like a little screen that looks like a picture of something. If you click on it, tell me what you see. Let me know. Good morning, Mom of Havoc. Let me know if you guys see anything that looks, like an image that you can read. You might not be able to read it on the page, but if you touch it, does anything happen? I'm trying to do something today. So Vicky says, I'm excited for your jamble tonight. I'm excited for jamble tonight too. I'm not quite as nervous as I was for the first one. I mean, that being said, I am still nervous. I literally woke up at like 2:30 in the morning and I was like, oh my gosh, did I put the sizes on all the t-shirts? And then I was awake for like an hour. So I guess I still am like a little bit nervous. I will always be honest with you guys. I'm never going to be like that perfect person on social media that's like, everything's great and wonderful. That's not my life and that's not real. I'm a hot mess. Welcome. And I get nervous about things. So, you know, the old anxiety bug starts going. You're like, ugh. I see it. Only ask me to share or, okay. So when you guys touch this little thing here, it looks like a little image. You are not getting anything popping up. When I click it, what am I supposed to touch? Maybe you guys can't see it. Do you guys see a little picture anywhere on the screen? Here, I'm going to take a picture of it from my side and show you what I see on my side. So on my side, I added like a little image here. And what it is it's a picture of my link tree so that people can find stuff. But I don't know if that's what you guys see. Do you guys see something on your screen that has that, or do you not see that? Bailey says, I see the picture. Oh, you only see half of it. Okay. Let me try to move it a little bit and make it a little bit bigger. All right. Now let me know. Can you read it? Can you see anything on it? Or does it just look like a blurry picture? God says you can't click it. Okay, so you guys can't see it. Yeah, I can see the picture. I only need to put 8 pair of glasses on to read. Okay, so it is smaller. All right, experiment. If I go like this, can you read it at all, or is it still look like you can't see anything? Bailey says blurry picture looks blurry. Okay, all right. All right, we were experimenting with something, and my experiment is not working, so I'm just going to put it up in the corner, and we're going to ignore it and try something different. I can see it, but small. So what I was trying to do is, you know, people are always asking me about the supplies and stuff that we have or what we're using or like how to watch a video on something. So I was trying to get this image, which is my Linktree image. I was trying to get that up there, but I just think it's too much. It's just the resolution can't read it. Lulu, it's as big as I could make it. Can't read it. Doesn't go on bio. Only report to send friends. Okay. Yep. All right. Okay, well, we're just going to ignore it and pretend it's not there because I can't get rid of it now. So it's nothing. Yay, it's nothing. All right, guys, let's get this party going. Shoes. We're doing shoes, and I'm hoping to get to the toys. My room is so full right now. There is a tiny little path. Like when I was a teenager, my mom would always say, I don't care how messy your room is. You just have to have a path. There needs to be a path to get to you, a path to get to your closet, and a path to get out of the room, right? Like in case of emergencies or something. So that is what's happening in my room today. Justin's laughing. There's a tiny path and a really cute dog. What are you doing, Meatball? You want to come over and say hi to everybody? Anybody want to see a cute dog this morning? Oh, Jack comes first. All right, Jack. Come here. Get that so the glasses don't... Oh, he wants to. He's so cute. He gets so excited. I know. He gets so excited to say hello to everybody. Everybody say hi, Jack Jack. Hey, baby. I know. It's very exciting. All right, number 2, we got Sally the meatball. She's got to come in and say hello. Say hello to everybody. Hi, honey. I know. She says, we're supposed to be snuggling, Mama. We're supposed to be snuggling. Why are we tuggling, Mama? What's that daddy doing? What's that daddy doing? All right. Okay. Mama's got to work. Get your barbell. Get your barbell. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Good morning. Wish I could list alongside, but someone has to get the rest of the house ready for Thursday. One barbell, honey. Okay. I may or may not have wrote Justin a list this morning that says clean the house, get Thanksgiving decorations, make it not look like a tornado went through our home. It's literally up on my board in the hallway right now. I was like, please clean part of the house today. Sweet Briar is here. Happy Golden Sea. Okay, guys, let's get this started. We're going to kick off this day here with a little pair of Nikes. And let me get all my little stands here. Y'all know I'm the kind of girl that likes a gadget. So anything I can do to make my pictures look better and make things look better, I am all in. So I kind of use a variety of stuff. You're going to see me using these little like shoehorn things. I use these to create an action shot, which we'll talk about. And then the dogs make my nose itch. And then I use these as well for the insides of shoes. Where can you get this stuff? If you go to our link tree, which is on TT, on TikTok, and you go to reseller supplies to get you started, all of that is over there in the Smile Maison store. And a bunch of this stuff is on Black Friday right now. So if I were you, I'm not you, but if I were you, I would go over and look. Like I ordered myself tape this morning, more bags, like all of it is on sale. So I'm all about saving the money. Hey, Dolphin, what is good today, guys? Okay, let's do this. All right, so our first pair is a little pair of Nikes. Picked these up at a yard sale. I think I paid $1 or $2 for these. And a couple things you want to check when you're getting shoes at garage sales. So I'll just kind of go over this real quick. There's really 3 places you want to look with tennis shoes, especially with Nikes because they're famous for dry rot. Is the first thing is here. So you want to click this top, make sure that it's connected. Number 2, you want to look to make sure that this back area back in here isn't blown out. If it is, it's just really hard to resell them. It's hard to resell shoes where shoes like normally break because people are buying the new one. They want new ones because their other ones are busted, which means the toe probably came off. This back section's all torn up. And then the last thing we want to do is check for dry rot. So you're going to do squeeze, squeeze, twist, twist. And what you're looking for is any sort of breaks or bubbles or tears down here in this center area or across the bottom. These are really cute shoes. These have like an old retro style to them. They're not, they're modern, but they look like they're retro. What year are these from? Everybody's doing like this, like, let's make everything look new again. Or let's make everything look old, but it's new. Let's see. These are a 2020. Yeah. So this is like a throwback to the, there was a shoe line that came out that Nike did a million years ago called Icarus. And I think these are supposed to be like the Icaruses, if I am not mistaken. Okay. Now, one thing that I always suggest doing before you take pictures of the outside is to get pictures of the inside. Otherwise, you tie the shoe, you make it look all good, and then you untie the shoe to take pictures of the size and stuff inside. And we don't want to do that, right? We want to do like the least number of actions possible we want to do because we want to be able to save ourselves time, right? Time is money, money is time. So the first thing I'm going to do is get out the old trusty lanyard here with my phone on it because that's what we do. And we're going to get some pictures. Cam, Blake, how are you today? Snap, dabble. That's a tongue back for you. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is our shoe pick here. I'm going to take this off today, I think, and just wear the glasses permanently. All right. So we're going to get insides of the shoe so that people can see like how worn they are inside. And don't forget to mess with your exposures, friends. Always mess with your exposures. so that your photos don't look blown. So if you're on an iPhone, you can do it up here. If they're a lighter pair of shoes, you're going to go in the pluses, like a +3. If they're a darker pair of shoes, you're going to go like -3. And if you don't know how to play with exposures, you can just Google it and take a look. It'll make your pictures look 1,000 times better when you figure out the exposure situation. Thank you guys so much for all the loves. Oh, and subscribers, by the way, I may or may not have put a new sticker in for you today, if you'd like to see it. Just a little reminder. I think it's cute personally. So, all right, now this is how I get the insides of shoes. So it's always really hard to get in here and get like the size of the shoe. So what I do is I put my phone on -5, so it's going to kind of pull the camera away. And then I just put the phone inside of the shoe and then get a picture of it. And I'll show you what that does. So that gets you inside that shoe to get a picture without needing to like open the shoe up. So one more time, you're just going to put your camera on 0.5 so it pulls away, flip the phone upside down, and snap a picture inside. Vicky found it! That's, you guys found it. Oh, okay, I totally found the doggy ones. Obviously you guys know who that is, right? Like, freaking working, dirkin' burr, I'm the cooking in the pot. Make a Thanksgiving. That's my really bad version of the Swedish Chef from the Muppets. Had to switch over to my other account. Oh, Vicky, there's Vicky with the star. Vicky's got her star. She's like, I had to switch over. Hey, Nick. Hey, Holiday. The Swedish Chef. Yes, exactly, Snap. It's the working, put it in the chicky and the pot. I'm a full-grown adult, and it still cracks me up every time. All right, so we got a picture of our shoes on the outside, or the insides. Now we're going to do the outsides. Now, I like to use these because they help to get the shoe in place. I either use these or I use these, just kind of depending on the shoe and what I think looks best. So I'm going to get them looking all nice here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do a factory tie. And a factory tie is simply making these look like how they look in a shoebox. If you do not know how to do this, there are YouTube videos on it. It took me probably 100 tries to get it figured out. I'm a slow learner, so it took me a ton of time, but once you get it, when you tie your shoes like this and people see this on the photo, whether they realize it or not, their subconscious mind automatically will feel like the shoes are newer than maybe they even actually are. Because people's brains have been seeing shoes tied in shoe boxes like this for 1 billion years. Well, not 1 billion years, like 80 years, 60 years. I don't even know. Some amount of years. And so if you tie them like that, it just helps the person's brain to think that they're like, oh, oh boy, those look really new. I don't know why I just sounded like Mickey Mouse. Oh, look what I can do. I didn't even know I could do Mickey Mouse. Honey, I can do a Mickey Mouse impression. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. Can you tell it's Thanksgiving week? We're all getting like silly and ridiculous. It's happening. All right, so once I get those on there, I like to do what I call an action shot. So whenever you are photographing shoes, if you can do a picture and have the shoes look like they're slightly in movement, it's just going to make the person more interested when they're scrolling through. And I'll show you what I mean. So if I just put the shoes like that, they just look like a pair of shoes in your closet, right? You're not thinking much about it. But the second I put the shoes up like this, it creates that feeling of movement. It's called, when you have it down, it's called a static shot. When you put it up like this, it's called like a movement or an action shot. Just doing that really is going to help improve your shoe sellability. And then what I do is just kind of get like a half side turn action on it so that people can see the side. Otherwise, seeing the front of the shoe is never as interesting. So doing something a little bit like that just creates that movement within the photo. And it gives that person not only a view of this side of the shoe, but also the other side of the shoe. Oh, thanks, Laurel. I finally used your link. Oh God, good. Jennifer's here. How's it going this morning? Thanks for the gobble gobbles, Laura. I appreciate that. Okay, so once we've got that, then we're just going to kind of turn these. Now, if y'all have not ponied up and gotten yourself a lazy Susan yet to do this, I would highly suggest. When you do it like this, not only are the shoes going to stay in the exact same placement the whole time, but it is going to save you so much time from picking the shoes up, putting the shoes down, picking the shoes up, putting the shoes down. Anytime we're doing anything like that, it just creates more time for you to get other things done, right? Does that make sense? So we're just getting a little picture here of the bottoms. And then that is it. That is what I do for shoes. So I photograph the inside. I photograph my opening shot. I photograph all the sides. And then I do the insides here by simply turning them like this. And then the heels. And that is how easy shoes are to photograph. Or I should say simple. That's how simple. Add it to my wish list. You are brilliant. Well, Laurel, perfect. I love that. Thanks for the gobbles, Vicky. Gobble, gobble, you guys. Are you guys getting ready for Thanksgiving? Who's working? Who's also working like I'm working today? Like, yes, I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving, but at the same time, I am most certainly 100% getting work done. I'm like, I want to be able to take advantage of Black Friday. So what I'm working on today is getting at least 30 items photographed, and I'll tell you why. I want to get 20 things listed today, and then I want to get those items cross-listed. And then I want to bank 10. And it's what I call it. You guys can call it whatever you want, but I call it banking listings, meaning that I'm going to put 10 of them into my eBay drafts. So come Thanksgiving morning and come the day after Thanksgiving, I already have things in my drafts. So I can just quickly bulk list those on eBay through my desktop. And then I can import them into Vendoo and then immediately list them through Poshmark, Mercari, Grailed if I'm using that, and Depop. It will just help me to not have to do so much work on Thanksgiving and then also the day after because I want to be able to relax and enjoy, the holiday. And so I'm going to get 20 up, get 20 cross-listed, and then bank 10 of them for later. Blondie Girl, Sarah says, I have a ton of items to list. Dude, I feel that. I mean, my gosh, my garage looks like a disaster. Laurel is working 9 to 5, sent Heavy to the store for the rest of the meal prep. We haven't even gotten anything from the store yet. Oh my gosh. Blondie says I should be working. Vicky says still working. What size is that one, Charity? Sweetbriar, are you talking about these here, or are you talking about the Lazy Susan? If you're asking about the Lazy Susan, this is the 13.5-inch one. If you guys can get the one that's in the linkity through my Amazon, if you want. The reason I'm suggesting it is because of the size of this base. If you get one that has too small of a base on the bottom in ratio to the top, when you put things on it, it'll collapse and it'll wobble. So you need to make sure that you're getting one that has the correct size base on the bottom of that. Got that tip from another reseller, actually. So I hope that's what you're asking about, Sarah. Headed to the bakery now, says Coley. I love that. Still got to go to the store. Oh, I know, me too. Working my office job, but wishing I was listening at home. Cam, I get it. What's your plans for Black Friday? Lee, are you talking about my plans for me personally, or are you talking about my plans for like any sales I'm going to run? I'm assuming you're asking about any sales I'm going to run. So what I'm going to do is normally I do 5% off sale chronically, like constantly on my eBay. I do a 5% off sale. And then on the weekends, I usually do a 15% off sale on my Depop. Poshmark, I don't really do anything over there. And then same thing with Mercari. I just let people send me offers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that 5% off sale that I have going all the time. I'm going to end that. And then I'm going to do a 20% off sale on my eBay. Up to a certain amount. Some of my items that are like really high dollar amounts, I'm not going to do 20 because it would be like, $70 off or something crazy. But for the majority of my store, I'm going to run a 20% off sale. I'm also going to do the same thing on Depop. But caveat, giant asterisk, I'm going to go into my settings because I use, right now I'm using auto posture to send out offers, but as soon as this month's over, I'm just going to be using Vendu because it's included with my account. I just had already paid for it on auto posture this month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my settings in my auto posture because I don't want to take my stores and put them at 20% off and then also have my auto posture sending 20% off because then that's going to send people 40% off, which is like way too much in my opinion for a small business to be offering. So I'm going to stop the auto posture from sending out that huge amount. I'm going to make my store itself look less expensive. And then I'm going to have auto posture just sending like an additional 5 to 7% off. Does that make sense what I'm talking about? Thank you so much for the follow, Empowers. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, you guys. Brooke. Hey, what's up, Brooke? My plan for Black Friday is I pretty much already got everything that I needed as far as shipping supplies. However, I always go back in and look and see what is for sale on, oh my gosh, these are so cute. I wish these fit me. I go and see what else is on sale that I usually get. So I follow my own link tree in, and then I just scroll through and see what else is on Black Friday. Because a lot of times the Black Friday sales won't start until actual Black Friday. So I'll be doing that. And then I also, Smile Amazon usually runs, even like American Bubble Boy will run like a cyber sale on Monday. And so I will also on Monday go in and see what they have. And I usually order my shipping supplies, all of my equipment, everything I get for reselling, I order now. And then I just have it throughout the whole year because you just save so much money. To me, it's worth it to pony up the money now because I'd rather save the money throughout the year. But that's just me. So, hey, Roxy, how's it going? Man, I wish these fit me so bad, you guys. These are the cutest freaking shoes. Like, they're just like 1.5 sizes too big for me. They are the cutest little Jack and Sally, like, slides. I just love them so much. I'm so bummed that they don't fit me, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my feet are too small. I think they're a size 10 and they're just not going to fit me. I tried. I showed them to Justin. He's like, honey, your foot doesn't even, my foot didn't even, because they're men's 10, my foot didn't even go past the front here. And he's like, I don't think those are going to fit you. I was like, but I want them to fit me so bad because they're so stinking cute. But that's okay. These are going to go to somebody else and make someone else very, very happy. So, yeah, tell me these are not like the cutest little slippers you've ever seen. They're so cute! I mean, my dogs are named Jack and Sally for a reason. So, hey, Suzette, how's it going? God, I see you over on YouTubies. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so you got those done. Next thing is pair of boots, and I've got a whole bunch of these, so let me make sure these are the right size. This has like a little, let's get that off there. We don't want those goobers on there. So this is what I did yesterday was, I always run my shoes through the washer machine first. I mean, not these, but like my Converse and most shoes, unless they have suede or leather, they go into the washer machine. I wash them first, then I use my little electric scrubber, and I think I've showed you guys before, but I'll just show everybody else again, just in case for some reason you have not seen it. So I use this little thing. It's in a little electric scrubber. It comes with a whole bunch of different heads. This is the non-flat one. There's a flat one, but I was using it, so it's drying in the other room. This is what I use to clean shoes. So I spray a little of the Grandma's Sneaker Cleaner. I'll show you what that looks like. So I spray a little of the Grandma's Sneaker Cleaner on there, and then I just use this. It's like a little thing. It goes in, and it cleans the whole shoe. It's great for Converse. You know how Converse in the front always have like all that dirt? You can just take and run it across like this, and then that way you don't have to scrub. So that's what I use for cleaning shoes. And then on the white parts, I just use a little bit of 100% acetone and a rag, and I clean that. So I get that if you're new to reselling, it can be overwhelming, like all the little gadgets and stuff that you need. However, what I would do is what I did, which is get everything you want, put it into a little Smile Amazon wish list, and then as you get paid, take parts of the money you're making and reinvest it into getting stuff. It took me probably close to a year to get all the gadgets I have now. But man, I really am glad that I got them all, because I mean, the amount of time it saves you not having to like scrub things by hand is crazy. What program are you using to stream TikTok and other platforms? Ooh, Arizona, that is a Justin question. I don't even, Restream. Yep, RESTREAM. Yeah, that is what it's called. But if you need help setting it up, I don't know. Oh, are you on IG too? God, I just love you. You make me so happy. Yeah, AZ, if you have any questions about that though, shoot me a message and I can have Justin answer. I don't know what he's got going on in here. I literally am not a tech savvy person. What is dry rot? I hear people talk about it typically when thrifting shoes. That's a good question, Foxy. So dry rot, the technical version of dry rot, is actually attached to clothing. And it's mainly attached to black t-shirts from like the 80s and early 90s. They used to use a sulfur dye in black t-shirts. And over time, that sulfur dye and the chemicals that they used, the rest of the chemicals have fought each other and created, literally, you will take a shirt and just go like this and it'll just rip in half. Technically, that's what dry rot is. However, people will use that term with shoes just because I think it's an easy lingo term. But what happens with shoes, and especially with like, well, there's two different things. With leather shoes, what happens is the soles will get cracked and crumbled. You see this on Western boots a lot. And what it is because the leather is so dry that it's trying to suck up any moisture from the environment, and the sole of it doesn't get any love. And because of that, it literally just kind of cracks and crumbles. So you see that on Western boots a lot. On Nikes and Danskos, you see it because of the rubber material that they use to make the shoes. It combines with either too wet of an environment, so people leave their shoes outside, or they get their Nikes wet or something, and the plastic that's inside of it, the wetness over time will create bubbles inside of the foam, and it'll bubble from the inside out, and you'll see the paint bubble, and it'll just bend and crack, and they literally crumble and fall apart. It can also happen though if the shoes get too dry. So once again, if you're in a hot environment, especially if you're living like in Texas or Arizona or something, and it gets really, really, really dry and there's no moisture, then it'll get, it's almost like a powder. Like you can take the sole and go, and it'll just blow like dandelions. So how to combat that is to keep your stuff in a little bit more of a climate controlled environment if you can. One, if you have a super wet environment, like if you're in like Florida or Georgia and it's really wet where you're at, you can get those little things that have like the beads in it that will help take a little bit of the moisture out, or keep yourself in a climate controlled environment. If you're like where I'm at in Texas where it gets really, really hot, my garage is insulated, but it's not, I don't have AC out there. So in the summer, I just crack my door and allow some of the heat out of the garage to come into our laundry room. Now, eventually I would like to get a little AC unit out there to make it climate controlled, but that's why you'll see a lot of people in really extreme environments will operate out of storage units that are climate controlled, is for that reason. I know that was a really long explanation, but I hope that helps you out. You're welcome, AZ. Okay, let's keep going, guys. What did I do with the other one of these? Did I leave it in the shoe? No. See, this is why I need like this item attached to me. What did I do with it? All right, you guys helped me find it last time. What did I do with it this time? Oh, there it is. Found it. Just kidding. I found it. Okay, so these are good for like a million different things. I also use them for like my boots or my docks, just to stick them in to make the shoe look like it's just standing upright. I know it's kind of a little bit of a cheat, but it works really good. And with these boots, I'm going to get kind of just a side version. Now, we're not going to do an action shot with these because they're just way too heavy to do that. But we're just going to get a little picture of these around, make them look like they're standing up here, because people want to see what it's going to look like when they're wearing it. So I picked these up. These are a steel toe shoe, but they have the correct amount of metal in here that's a non-conductive metal. So people that are like linemen, electricians, can wear these. And this time of year, these always sell really, really well. And so I picked these up for $8 at a yard sale, which is a little bit more than I'd normally pay, but I know I can get like at least $60 for these. So I was not going to snooze on that. All right. And then this one's got the actual number in here of what it is. So we're going to get a picture of that. And then let's see how that turns out. Does that look good? Looks good. And then make sure I get it up close of the actual like stats. So this is the stats, and a lot of companies, if you're working for if you're like a lineman, you can't wear shoes unless they meet specific standards, meaning they have to fall within like a flame resistant quota. They have to fall within a non-conductive metal quota for shoes. So it's really important when you're doing this that you put this in. I usually put this number here up in my title, and then all this information here definitely get into your description for sure. All right, and I think we got, did we get every bit of those? Bottoms, sides, inside, fronts, backs. Looks good. All right, moving right along. Got another pair of these in black. Same situation. Got them for $8. Should be able to sell them for, I think these ones will probably sell for around $50. So can't snooze on that. That's for sure. So we're just going to get a little picture. And these were like lightly used, as in like, I think they were literally used like maybe for 1 second. I don't know if people if they just had bought the wrong size or something, but I mean, they're like literally brand new. So love that joker. All right. Got a little jack here and there. Okay. And then we're going to get a picture of the inside here, and then we'll get the outside. Show that the inside is clean. Perfect. And then the bottoms. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think these have been taken outside. They look very new. However, for me, guys, unless it's like brand new in a box, I don't call it new. I ain't having somebody message me and be like, I got these shoes and they have 3 specks of dust on the bottom. They're not new. I would like a partial refund. I am not going to play that game. So I will just put them as used, and then I will mark them at whatever price I want to mark them at. Do you write shoes in your little notebook? I don't, Tenacious, because it's just so easy for me to find that size thing when I'm flipping through. Like when I'm doing clothes and I have to look at the shoulders, I have to look at the sleeve, I have to look at the chest, I have to look at the length measurement and like make those big. It's a lot more work, but with shoes, I don't worry about it. I love your buyer voice. Well, I always do that. When they're like a Karen, all of a sudden they talk like this because they're mad about something. Hey, Ashley. All right, so same thing here. We're just going to go in another pair of these. I think they're called Tinglies or Tingly. I'm not sure. I don't have to pronounce them to be able to sell them, right? I don't really, I don't care how to pronounce it as long as someone buys them. Because whoever buys them is going to be looking for these, not me. So, and then I always keep the grandma's handy and a little rag here just in case I missed a little spot. There we go. Get the little dust spot. I'm telling you guys, this is the only cleaner I'm using now, except for like my like little OxyClean and the Zote for, stains. But this grandma sneaker cleaner for shoes, I have a leather cleaner, I use the Wyman's, and I have a suede cleaner, I use the Just Suede. But when it comes to every other sneaker, I'm telling you, that stuff is like, that stuff's amazing. I don't know what kind of like magic they have in that, but it works so good, and it literally works for every pair of shoes. Like, yeah, I don't know. I am a big proponent of the grandma sneaker cleaner for sure. All right, let's get a picture of the inside of this to show that they look great. And perfect. Wonderful. All right, and then we're going to do bottoms. And these ones were used. There's a little bit of staining at the bottom here, but we don't call it stains, right? We call it discoloration, spots, or smudges. Discoloration, spots, or smudges is what we call it. Ashley, I'm doing great. How are you doing today? I'm surprisingly good for not getting sleep in the middle of the night. I woke up and I was like thinking about our Jamble show tonight, and I was just like, oh my gosh, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? And then I couldn't sleep, and then I got a song stuck in my head. The nobody probably knows this one, but it's the even if the cops come calling. It's like this random song that just was like literally stuck in my head for 2 hours in the middle of the day. How are you today, Ashley? I usually go with excellent use condition if they look new to me. I like that. That's a great tip, Hella. Seaside says there's a product called Shoelada. Really good magic. All right, I'll keep my eyes out for that one. Thanks for the follow, Doreen. Most grandmas are great. You know what, AZ? Most grandmas are great. And grandmas does have other products too. I know they've got like a stain remover thing. All right, so Converse. Remember how I was saying how hard it is to usually clean Converse? This is why I love this thing. You turn it on, and you literally clean the top of your Converse without needing to scrub. It's magic. I think about all the time I freaking spent scrubbing the tips of Converse when I first started doing this little toothbrush. Spending like way too much time. So anyway, my tip of the day is get that thing if you haven't already. Okay, now I have a million pairs of Converse. So the first thing I'm going to check is to make sure that these are the same ones. Rookie mistake when I first started selling shoes. I had bought a pair of shoes at Goodwill to resell. This tells you how long ago this was because I literally haven't sourced at Goodwill in like a year and a half. But I went to Goodwill and I got a pair of Chucks, pair of Converse, and brought them home. I listed them, sold them. The person messaged me back and was like, hey, the shoes are in really good condition, but do you realize one of these is an 8 and one of these is a 9? And I was like, what? And they flipped it over. They were definitely the shoes that I shipped to them. And they're like, yeah, they're like, one's an 8 and one's a 9. I was like, oh. So, I mean, I didn't have the other one. So I just gave them the shoes and had to refund them. It was like $25 or something. But I was out the 25, I was out the shipping, and I was out my original investment. So now whenever I'm getting shoes, I always check to make sure that they're the same sizes. And when I sell them, I check that too. Thanks for the follow, 52. I am an amazing grandma. Just ask the little people. They'll vouch for me. Debbie, I don't doubt it for a second. Is there a lot of competition in the reselling world? I don't think so. I mean, there's a million McDonald's in the world, but people are still getting in line there. So, Kitschy, what's good? Golden Girl, good to see you today. All right, so once we see that our sizes are the same, I'm just going to snap a little pic of those here. And then we are going to get these guys is what I use for Converse, and I'll show you why. So, and that's why we do the inside picture first, guys, is so that I can tie these up. Or I can untie them and I don't have to retie, untie, untie, and go through all that. So if you are selling high top shoes, I would definitely suggest putting these on your wish list here. These little things, look at that. That is the difference. That is without it. That is with it. They just help tennis shoes to stand up. So I use these things so much for pretty much, I mean, I use them every time I do pictures of shoes, that's for sure. So we're going to get these all prettied up, and then we're going to do our factory tie here on them. And we'll get them there. Perfect. Now, these shoelaces I washed. We did I don't know if you guys saw my shoelacing washing video. But then some of these Converse, the shoelaces were just too bad, or the tips were missing. If you go over to the Smile Amazon store, you can get new shoelaces. I usually buy them in a 3-pack. It costs me like $4.76 if you buy the bulk packs. I think that's in our, if you go to Reseller Supplies to get you started, there should be a link over there for that. I found a company that does them in a pack of 3. So you get 3 sets of shoelaces for like $4.79. So it winds up only being like what, $1.40 or $1.30 per set of shoelaces. And then I usually just tack that onto my price. So if I was going to ask $21 for these shoes, I would ask $23 for the shoes because they're brand new shoelaces. And you can put that too in your listing. Like, if they're new shoelaces, do that. In your description down below, be like brand new shoelaces. And if you need to know what size shoelaces go with what shoe, all you got to do is Google it. Just be like, shoelaces that go for high top Converse, shoelaces that go for, and then type in your whatever Nikes or whatever you're going to get. Because for me, it's like, if the shoelaces are super busted, I'm just not interested in selling them with the busted shoelaces because I'm either going to A, get a complaint, or B, I'm going to end up, trying to take pictures of them and there's going to be black marks and I got to try to figure out how to hide them and go through all of that. And I don't want to do that. So for obvious reasons, that just sounds like a time consumer. So I don't think there's anything wrong with using new shoelaces, as long as you're adding that into your price. So, yeah, I sell a little bit of everything. Debbie, thanks for answering that. I really do, I think, sell a little bit of everything. I mean, I look at what sold this morning. What sold this morning was a, what did we sell this morning? A retro vintage Mickey Mouse cookie and cup platter. A True Religion Western Pearl Snap button-up shirt. A Falls Graph plate. And I was gonna try to be swift and remember all of them, and now I can't remember them. Oh, and a Hallmark Rudolph Christmas ornament. But I also sell jeans and bags and purses. I really do think I sell a little bit of everything. I would say I probably source more clothing and sell more clothing than anything. But clothing is also the easiest thing to source for because I mainly source, I 100% source at garage sales. Once in a very, very blue moon, I will stop by my little local thrift store here and pick up shoes from them. Their clothing is always gratuitously overpriced, so I don't get the clothing, but I do get their shoes there because their shoes are generally $5, unless it's something that they think is worth a ton of money. Like I was in there was a pair of Kate Spade boots that were like pretty much brand new. And I think that they thought they were worth like so much money. They wanted like $42 for them. I was like, these are $33 Kate Spade boots, but okay. So, you know, they're off sometimes, but generally it's a pretty good price for shoes. I can usually get them for $5. All right. So we're going to do our action shot here with our Chucks. And the thing with Chucks too, is there's always a lot for sale. So what's going to separate you from the pack with your Chucks is a couple things. So one, getting pictures, and if they're high tops, having that high top lifted. So that's number one. Number two, making sure your shoelaces look good, because a lot of people are selling these with like busted, disgusting looking shoelaces, and who wants that? And then number three is when you are photographing these, you want to make sure that you are getting like all angles of the Chucks, because some people don't care if the back section is worn off, but some people really do. And so if you don't get pictures of all the angles and show like how that looks back in here, some will say All-Star, some say Converse All-Star, some just have the 1 star. You really want to show all aspects of that if you can. So just a little tip there for you. And then also, I guess last but not least would be make sure on your keywords that you're putting all the keywords that go along with Chucks. So down in your description, underneath your description, you want to make sure you put like punk, punk rock, classic rock, indie, skater, skate, skater boy, emo, musician, retro, streetwear. Like you want to put a lot of those terms in there down underneath all of your stuff in your descriptions, because that's going to be what people are looking for. I want you to put yourself in the place when you go to list things. I think this is my best tip, honestly. When you go to list things, if you can put yourself in the place of the person that you think is going to buy these and imagine what they're typing in Google, that is going to get your stuff sold more than anything. So not everyone's going to go to the eBay app to look for things to sell. Normally what people are going to do is they're going to go to Google and they're going to search black Converse Chuck high top skater shoes, or retro looking black shoes emo, or they're going to type in rock concert cool old retro styled shoes. So they're going to type those little things in. Now, some people are going to go straight to eBay and be like, Converse, high top, size 9. And 50% of people are going to do that. But 50% of people are finding your listings through the YouGoogly machine. So if you can put yourself in their shoes and then use those words in your descriptions, then the search engine can find that and then you'll sell that. How do I know this works? At least 50% of my sales are to people with like 0 reviews, 1 or 2 reviews. That means that they're a new buyer that either created an account right then to be able to buy my shoes. And no, I have never had an issue with anybody before. That seems weird, knock on wood. Or they've had an account for a long time and they're like, oh yeah, eBay, I always forget about that. We are so consumed with being resellers. We think eBay app is on the front page of my phone, right? I mean, you look at my phone, it is right there. It's bright and center. You got eBay, you got mercari, depop, all that. Here's where eBay is for most people. 5 rows, 6 rows, 7 rows back. So they don't even think about going there to look for them. Maybe they type in that and they see that a new pair of Chucks is $85 and then they see yours and they're like, oh, those are way less expensive. And then they click on it and it takes them into eBay. I hope that makes sense. Let's see, what did I miss here, guys? Honeybee, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, Catch Nunkers, I think you're awesome. Thanks, guys. That makes me feel good. Hey, Bree, there's my BFF. I appreciate you. Yeah, don't forget to, guys, make sure you subscribe over on YouTube. I put some stuff over there that I don't put up on TikTok because they are picky about what you put up over here. So, okay, next thing we've got is another pair of Converse, same situation. We're going to get a picture of the insides first, and then we will get the outside. So number 1, are these the same shoe? And are they the same size? So that's number 1. And yes, they are. So we're going to get a picture of that. And the great thing about selling Converse too, guys, is these go into the washer machine. First, take your shoelaces out, throw them in the washer machine, let them wash, take them out, let them just air dry. Then you can wash your shoelaces. I got a video on here, or there's one on YouTube on how to do the shoelaces. And then let those dry. And then if you just take your little electric thing, go around with the little grandma sneaker cleaner, clean all the edges, little acetone and a rag in these white parts, and you're done. Now, Converse and Vans, there is a weird situation that happens once in a while. Some of them, this black line will actually smear if you get acetone on it. I don't know why some of them do that. Most of them don't. But every once in a while on Converse and on Vans, in this back section, I don't know if it seems like some older pairs do it, some newer pairs do it. I don't know. I don't create Converse, so I don't know the situation. But what I do is with my rag is I just go down here and then I flip them and go across just in case, because I have ruined Converse and I have ruined Vans before by wiping them and not realizing that the black part was going to smear. I don't know why it does it. There's no rhyme or reason. I don't put shoes in the dryer. I always let them air dry. These red ones are men's 6, women's 8. They're in really good condition too. Look at the bottoms on those. Like, those are nice. little bit of discoloring inside, but I mean, they're Chucks, that's normal. Okay, so we're gonna get a picture of this inside. And if you guys see anything that you're interested in, shoot me a message because I will sell them to you for a good deal because I don't have to pay fees and I don't have to go through the listing process and all that. So I just, Letty's got her jacket on the way that we just shipped out to her yesterday that she saw on our garage sale haul. Okay, so once we get the insides there and we get the size tag, then we're going to put these back in. Thanks you guys for helping answer some of this stuff too. Sometimes I miss this stuff. Do you have a good cleaner for Crocs? Will the acetone work? So on my Crocs, it could. I always get a little leery on acetone on that really soft stuff. You could test it on the bottom a little bit just to try. But honestly, I haven't had to do that with my Crocs at all. Here's what I do with Crocs, because I sell a lot of Crocs, is I put them in my washer machine. Now, if you have a washer with an agitator in the center, put them in a pillowcase and then tie a knot in the pillowcase before you wash them. Otherwise, the agitator will hit where that little crocodile is and it'll take off the Crocs symbol. So number one piece of advice is that. Number two with Crocs is I put them in on delicate. I wash all my shoes on delicate. I wash all of my shoes on cool because I don't want the colors to bleed. And then I put in a little bit of Color Safe bleach. This is my recipe. Color Safe bleach, a little bit of powdered OxyClean, and a little bit of the Arm & Hammer no scent detergent. I don't know why, but that seems to be a great combo for me. That's what's worked best. I put them in on delicate, I wash them, and then I let them air dry. And then with my Crocs, all I've been doing, to be completely honest, is just spraying a little grandma sneaker cleaner and a little bit of this. I haven't touched, I don't think I've ever used acetone on Crocs before. I don't think I have. Like I said, I get a little weary about using the 100% acetone on like foamy or porous stuff. I'm afraid it's going to take like the shine off, or it's going to kind of eat away at it. That's just my own, like, ugh. So that's what I would suggest for that. Sharon B, thanks for coming in. All right, let's get these shoes in here. And, oh, it smells like somebody. Okay, so I have a really good sniffer. Like, I can smell stale chips through a bag. Somebody's making pies. Do you smell that, honey? Somebody's making pies in the neighborhood. Cherry and pecan, maybe? Cherry and pecan. I think I smell cherry and pecan. How about dudes to make them look new? So dudes are tough. Usually people that wear dudes, because my husband wears dudes. So normally people that wear dudes wear them to the point of like no return. However, if you find a pair that are in good condition, same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray them with grandma sneaker cleaner first, and then I'm going to let them sit for maybe 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to saturate them pretty good. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss them in with like colors. So most dudes are like a lighter color. So I'm going to toss them in with my lighter colored shoes. You don't want to wash red Converse or anything with that. If you don't have other shoes to wash, throw some sheets in there. And then delicate cycle. And then same thing. You're going to use Color Safe bleach, a little bit of OxyClean, and a little, I prefer the fragrance-free detergents. Otherwise it just makes the clothes smell like so detergent-y, and not everyone likes that smell. So I try to use like non-scented stuff if I can. So I wash them, and then I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to let them air dry. If you think they can handle another wash, do the whole situation again if you need to. I probably would not acetone the bottoms. You could try on a spot and see. So normally what I'll do is if I've got a pair of shoes I want to use the acetone on, but I'm not really sure what's going to happen, I'll just take like the inside in some kind of random place you wouldn't see and just do a little test and then see what happens. My husband's dudes, I just throw them in the washer machine. So they wash up, like, they wash up pretty good until they get past that point of no return. And then they're not really worth selling because they're kind of like, they just get that, like, really disgusting, like, look eventually. If y'all have ever seen Hey Dudes that are past their prime, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about then. Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to help you guys. That's what I'm here for. Good afternoon, Rebecca. Great to see you. Sofa, Miglia, good to see you as well. Happy almost Turkey Day, you guys. Gobble, gobble, gobble. All right, so we got our little Converse here. We're just tying these puppies up, making them look all good. You know, take the extra second. Make your shoelaces look good. Make them look flat. You know, sometimes it's just the little things that make a difference between someone deciding to purchase yours or deciding to purchase somebody else's. So sometimes if we can just take that extra second and make things look good, then it's totally worth it, right? I mean, I think so anyways. I think it's worth it. I will say this though. Another little tip, especially for newbies. I mean, this is really a tip for anybody. Anyone in here have like obsessive compulsive situations like I do? Like if I see like something on something, I will sit there for 2 hours and scratch at it to make it look like it's perfect. My house is a disaster, but all the cans in my cabinet are all turned the same way. Everything in my refrigerator, when you open the refrigerator, you can immediately read the label because it's like sleeping with the enemy situation for me. I have to be able to read the stuff or it drives me bananas if it looks bad. However, I got piles of stuff everywhere. So we all have our own little things, right? For me though, when I first started doing this, I would spend an absolutely insane amount of time on cleaning things till they looked like brand new. And here's the thing, you guys. People are purchasing used items. They don't expect something to look exactly brand new. And so what I started to do to stop myself, because my son actually was the one that recognized it. He was like, Mom, I want you to think about how much time you're spending cleaning those shoes and then how much money you're making, how much you spent on it, how much fees are coming out, and then ask yourself the question, am I comfortable making like $10 an hour? Well, the answer is I am not comfortable making $10 an hour. And so what I had to do was I had to start limiting myself and creating like my own little time things. So what I do now when I'm cleaning shoes, you know, and I'm either watching some of y'all on TikTok or I'm listening to music or I got, you know, something going on in the background, I'll say, okay, if I'm listening to music, I'm going to give myself this song to clean these shoes and then I'm done. Or if I'm watching a show, I'll be like, on commercial break, I'm done. Or I'll just say, okay, I'm going to give myself 30 seconds. All right, you got 60 seconds. Okay, 90 seconds. Whatever you can get done in whatever time, just make a little bargain with yourself. But most importantly, stick with it. Because I'm telling you, otherwise you are going to spend so much wasted energy trying to make something look perfect, all to make an extra, what, $2, $3? I mean, is it really worth it? You know, you give me a $150 pair of Nikes, well, I might spend a little bit of extra time on them. I might make them look, you know, extra good. Why am I going to do that? Because I'm going to make a ton of money off of them. But you give me a $25 pair of Converse that after fees, I'm going to make, you know, 20 bucks or whatever. And then I made my original investment, which was probably $1 or $2. Well, I want to make sure that I'm not taking a crazy amount of time. Otherwise, I'm just going to spin my wheels. And you hear about resellers quitting because they feel like they are on a hamster wheel and it takes me too much time to list and it takes me too much time to do this and too much time to do that. And a lot of that is just our own self-obsession of trying to make something look so perfect. And it's not going to be perfect. They're used shoes. So if I could go back in time and talk to my original beginner self, I have a little pair of Converse here, I would tell myself, set yourself times. If you have a hard time doing it just with your own brain, there is an awesome app that you can get. I've used it in my life to help me with like obsessive compulsive stuff before. But there's an app called Focus Keeper. It's free. It's FOCUSKEEPER. And you can create presets in there. So you could create a preset that says like shoes or shirts or whatever to how much time you're going to spend on something. And then you can just start the timer and get yourself used to being okay with having things not be perfect. It took me a while, but I have definitely learned to let things go. If I find myself obsessing about something, I literally will be like, charity gift 34 seconds. And then I'll just count it down in my head. Because I want you guys to be able to have a successful reselling career, and I don't want you to get lost in the sauce. So I hope that helps a little bit. Thanks for the gobble gobbles, you guys. Little Pickles is here. Same with the enemy situation, you get that. Where do you get your shoe forms? Rebecca, if you go to my link here on TikTok, it's going to take you to my link tree. And if you click on where it says reseller supplies to get you started, all of the stuff that I'm using is over there. I get everything from the Smile Mazon store, if you know what I'm talking about. I hope that helps. I have a whole lot of Christmas in the house. Oh my goodness. Nurse is here. I'm happy to see you, Nurse. How are we today? Nurse is the hardest working reseller I know. Boy, oh boy. She works some crazy hours. She works some crazy hours. All right. Just getting our shoelaces all turned the same direction here. And getting these set up here. All right. Thanks for the gift, Foxy. I appreciate it. I set a timer when I thrift sometime. Opal, yes. So that's another tip. Because y'all know that I source at garage sales. I do not source at thrift stores. I just get a lot of anxiety inside. And so I prefer garage sales, and I get everything for $1. So what I found myself doing when I was first garage sailing is spending a lot of time chit-chatting with the very nice people at their yard sales, because people at yard sales want to, they're there to make, you know, $50 for the day, but they're also there a lot of times because they're lonely or they want to chit-chat. You know, they got nothing better to do than to talk with you, because otherwise they just got to wait in between people, right? So I found myself having that issue. And I was spending like 10 or 15 minutes or longer at these garage sales. And my goal was 3 minutes in and out, turn and burn. And so that's what I did, is exactly what you're talking about, that you do at thrift stores. I made myself a little timer, and then I'd be at the yard sale. And I did this for probably, I don't know, maybe like 20 or 30 yard sales. And it would just go in my pocket. People don't know what's going on. And I would just click it and be like in and out. Now I literally have like puppy trained myself. When I'm at a garage sale, I'm literally in and out in under 3 minutes. Unless I'm like, there's something like really special that I'm waiting for someone to get inside, or there's like an extenuating circumstance, but 99.9% of the time, I am there for the quick. Whoops, wrong thing. I am there to get in and out. Time is money, money is time. Of course, I'm still friendly. You know, hey, how's it going? How's your yard sale going today? You guys making a lot of sales? How has everything been? You know, I'm going to say some friendly things, but I want in and I want out. All right. And then once we do that, we got to get, and did I get pictures of the insides of these at the beginning? Sometimes I get to talking and then I forget what I'm doing. These are in pretty good shape too. All these chucks actually washed up pretty nicely. It's amazing to me how people will just get rid of their shoes when they get dirty because they don't realize they can clean them. Nurse says, good. I was up till 5 listing. Good gravy. Nurse. Wild. Golden says, I didn't buy them. I'm not sure what you're talking about if you're talking to me. Luke, any vintage? Am I doing any vintage shoes today? Ooh, I got one pair. I got one pair of vintage shoes that are actually going to be up next. So that was good timing. A really pair of sick boots that, yeah, they're amazing. I need to do that at thrift stores and Goodwill. Oh, I can spend hours in Goodwill. Yeah, you know, I think, especially because a lot of us love the sourcing part of this business. Let's just face it. I think it's the funnest part, is finding the treasures. So if we are spending so much time, I did get this. If we're spending so much time with the thrifting portion and we're not giving ourselves enough time to get home and list those items, then you're just kind of doing the hoard situation. Because then otherwise you get home and you're just like so exhausted. Like you see a lot of these other top sellers like K-Way or Surfs, and they literally go in with attention. They're like, okay, we're going to get in here, we're going to spend an hour, we're going to get what we get, and we're going to get out. And, you know, if it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. Foxy wants to know, oh, sorry, that was not for me. I was going to say, no, I haven't done the bins yet. Be More, thanks so much for following. I'm headed into the crazy. We have 600 pies ordered so far. Holy smokes. Doc Martens that reeked of smoke. Yeah, Doc Martens that reek of smoke. If you spray the insides with vodka and then wipe down the outsides with vodka and then pop them in your freezer for about 24 hours, it will usually get rid of that smell. And then I spray the Febreze stuff that you guys know I use, the antimicrobial. I spray that inside, and that usually gets rid of the smoke smell. Do you worry about discoloration on the bottoms of the shoes? Absolutely not. I wash them groovy, and that's it. They can look at the pictures, and I usually will put in my description some discoloring on bottom, and then in parentheses I write photos. So you're calling me a hoarder, Shauna-Lynn? I'm calling us all hoarders. I make some TikToks of pie crazy. Coley, I'd like to see that. Can you repeat that? Okay, yeah, so golden. You're going to take a little vodka. I can't say it. Vodka, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, put a little vodka in a spray bottle and spray the insides, and then spray a rag and then wipe down the outsides, and then put them in the freezer for like 24 hours and then take them out, and then use the Febreze antimicrobial and then let it dry for about, 5 or 6 hours and then smell it. If it still smells like it, do it again. It is the best recipe for cigarette smoke. You can use it on shoes. You can use it on clothes, bags, purses, anything. Works like a charm. Vodka, wipe down, and then the Febreze. And don't forget the Febreze. You guys can get this. I don't know if there's any left. There was a crazy sale on that. I ordered myself some. 2 bottles of that for $16. They're normally like $14 a bottle or $15 a bottle. So basically you're getting a bottle for free. I hope that there's still some left. It should be in my linky. What that smell is too, by the way, you guys, when you're smelling musty or you're smelling the cigarette smoke, it's not necessarily the original smell you're smelling. You're also smelling the bacteria that attaches to the leftover, like the dust particles and the smoke particles. It's bacteria that you're smelling. Oh, it's so gross. And that's why this works, is because it helps to cancel that out. So between the vodka and that, it works for stuffed animals too. So if you get plush that have that like cigarette-y smell, same thing. Wash them first if you can on the washer machine, but then a little bit of the vodka and then freezer, and it'll get rid of it. Yeah, hopefully you guys, hopefully that'll help you out. Okay. All right. So we got a pair of really unusual, this is a very unusual find. So this is a pair of vintage, authentic military boots from back in the day. I mean, these are like incredibly hardcore boots. So these are a brand called Genesco. You will find these a lot. The old military brands have that Genesco label on the back of it. Why would I get boots that are this, like quote unquote beat up? Why would I get boots? Oh, good. The gal that won our Coach bag giveaway just sent me a nice little thing on Jamble. By the way, guys, Jamble show tonight. Don't forget. So these here are the epitome of what people are looking for that are in like the punk or the hardcore community. They are looking for boots that aren't just new. They're not looking for just new docs. They're looking for things that are broken in, that have that like alternative punk rock, edgy, sad boy kickers, combat boots, mosh pit boots, kickers. I can't say the word. But people actually are looking for these. So as long as I find these and they're not like super cracked, you would be surprised what you can sell an old pair of boots like this for. So I picked these up at a yard sale. I think I paid $3 for these. I checked them too for the dry rot. We obviously are going to do our turn, squish, squish. I don't see any cracking or anything like that. And even has like the old school twine laces. These are just, I know that they look super beat up, and it's funny because this is something that most people would just pass by at a yard sale, but I know who is buying these. There is some like hardcore punk kid that wants these, or it's like a kid that's younger that wants that like grunge 90s look, is totally what these are. So we are going to make these look all nice and good. and people want them like that. So they're better like that. The worn look is in, says Mike, and Mike is correct. Snap Dabble knew exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was gonna say, but I was like, I can't say it on the TT. So, all right, so we're just gonna get these all laced up here. And these are, so the woman I was getting these from at the garage sale said that they were her dad's, and he actually wore them in Vietnam. So kind of cool. I mean, they're like authentic, and they have kind of a interesting history to them, which is cool. I love anything that has like a story behind it. You could ask my husband. Like, we drive by, does anybody else do this? Okay. This is a, does anyone else do this moment? So when I drive by like an old abandoned house or an old abandoned building, I have to come up with like a story for like what happened there. For instance, like if we drive by like an old house like that's, you know, the shutters are all boarded up or something, and I'm like, okay, here's what I think happened there. And I'll go into like this whole like story, like, okay, so it was a husband and a wife, and they had 3 kids, and the husband worked in tractor repair and sales. The wife had a little multi-level marketing business on the side. Their kids were Braden, Jackson, and Silas, and they liked motocross, and they were really into the band Smash Mouth. And then they decided that they were going to leave the country. They wanted to move out into the city because the husband actually wound up getting a promotion. Now he works for, he doesn't work in the sales department anymore. He works, because he was really smart and like knew how to repair things. So he works in the development of new tractor equipment for the John Deere company. And the wife's business, it didn't work out so well, but she made a little money and made some new friends. And now she's just kind of enjoying the fact that Silas is finally in high school, so she's got a little bit of free time. She's really gotten into baking sourdough bread. It's been like her thing recently, and she's completely obsessed with the Housewives of Orange County. This is what happens when we drive by someplace. I literally, you could ask Justin, I will go into like a 15-minute dissertation on like what happened. Please tell me I'm not the only person that does this. There's 8 left of the Febreze, says God. All right, guys, there's 8 left of the 2 packs. I'm telling you, it's like, what, like 60% off or something? I do that at cemeteries when a whole family passes on the same day. Dude, no doubt. Oh my gosh, Snap, you just gave me a memory. My aunt and uncle, when we lived in Sequim, they were caretakers. They stayed in the caretaker's house for a cemetery. And whenever I would go over there, like if my mom needed like someone to watch us and my grandparents weren't available or something, I would go and walk through the cemetery, and I would go to each headstone and be like, okay, what happened to this person? What happened to that person? And when I'd see like whole families or like really young people, I would like come up with like whole situation. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, that just gave me such a crazy memory. It's been so long since I thought about that. Cheapest on there. Yeah, it is cheapest on the Smile Amazon for sure. Do you ever hit up estate sales? Snap, you and I somehow live the same life a bit. I have always wanted an old farmhouse or Victorian house to fix up. Wouldn't that be fun, Golden? Do you ever hit estate sales? So I hit estate sales if they are on my route, meaning that if I'm already going to another yard sale and I'm like in the neighborhood, I will go. However, I don't seek them out. For a couple different reasons. So number one, I don't tend to do a lot of like older hard goods, meaning I don't do like a ton of glass. I don't do a ton of like old decor. I don't really do like antique stuff at all. Estate sales they don't usually have a lot of clothing because normally the families donate that out before the estate sale. Or it was like end of life and the people at the end were wearing like true and time Target stuff, like easy wash and wear stuff. Every once in a while I'll find some good stuff. But I would say I find less good stuff at estate sales than garage sales. So that's number one reason. Number two reason is there's usually, or at least in my experience in the last few years, so many estate sale companies that have taken over the estate sale market, and they mark their prices up to like what eBay would charge. And there's no room for making any money at that point. So, I mean, it's gotten a bit ridiculous. Now, when I was in Bremerton, there was this really cool estate company that was just up and coming. And I made friends with the lady at one of the sales. And so whenever I would come in, she would give me like a crazy good deal on stuff because she knew I was reselling. And I just made friends with her. We made friends on Facebook and I created that connection. But down here, all of the estate sales I have been to have all been just outrageously priced to the point of like, I'm not paying, $30 for a jacket or something. Like it's gotten ridiculous. So all that being said, I would say not as much. Now, I think this is dependent on your area though, because I know that, Amber Resells. So Amber Resells, if you guys don't follow her, she's great. She does a lot of estate sales and she finds a lot of good stuff. I also know that, Hustle, I Can Hustle All Day. He does a lot of estate sales and he finds really good stuff. So I don't know if it's just more of an area dependent. I'm in an area that's like an up and coming area. I'm in the 3rd largest growing area in the United States right now. And so a lot of the people that are moving in here are new families. So I don't see as many estate sales. So maybe that's the reason. But for me, I just haven't had a ton of a success with them. I have a good friend who is well known for his estate sales. He gets a lot of clothing and purses. I love that. I bought about $8,000 worth of clothes from him once and only paid $200. Whoa, that's awesome. It was mainly brand new. See, when you guys can find those connections, J-Licious is here. Yay! When you guys can find those connections and make those connections with people and create your own little like honey hole situations, I mean, that's amazing. When you can do that, then it's totally worth it to do estate sale stuff. But I haven't been down here long enough to create those connections. And the connections I have created, I got a little thing on here I got to clip off. The connections I have created just haven't really panned out yet. I met a lady that does storage unit flips here. And they only do the furniture. They don't do the clothing, so they usually donate it. And so I talked to her, and she was totally down for letting me buy the clothing. But then I had also mentioned to her that I used to do marketing, and I used to help people with their social media marketing and stuff and companies. And that's what I did for a living. And when I mentioned that, and I kind of told her what I'd done in the past, she wanted me to, she wanted to hire me to do her marketing stuff. And I kind of got myself into a hole because I don't want to do that. And so at the time I was like, well, maybe I might be interested, because I should have just said no. I should have just said no right away, and I didn't because I kind of got put on the spot and I wasn't sure what to do. And I came home and I told Justin, I was like, hey, I got a job offer today. And he's like, what? And I told him, and he was like, well, do you want to do it? And I was like, no, I don't want to do it at all. Like, I did that. I marketed to other people for so long. I just don't want to do it. I want to work on building my own business and my own brand. And so he was like, well, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. And so I messaged her and said, hey, I just don't think I'm interested in the, the marketing thing. I'm just really burnt and I don't want to do it. I said, but I'm really into, the reselling thing. And if you want to, if you're interested, and I kind of tried to make that connection, and she was like, okay, yeah, totally. And then I just got like the full ghosty brush off. I think she was just upset that I didn't want to do the marketing, or at least that's what I feel like maybe happened. So unfortunately, had I just been a little bit more upfront and just said, I'm just not into it anymore, I think I could have gotten that little honey hole connection. But I didn't, and that's my bad, and we move right along, right? Jayla says, I missed yesterday, holiday week. How's sales? Good, yeah. I think we shipped off, how many did we ship off yesterday, guys? I want to say probably like maybe 20, 25 stuff? 25? Call her. Opal, I did. Yeah, I tried. I definitely did, you know, doing marketing and stuff for as long as I did it. I know Fortune's in the following up. Yeah, I know texting isn't the same. I did try to call. I got nothing. So, you know, maybe I try again. You know, I hate to assume. And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And it's hard to hear an opportunity knocking if you're too busy knocking the opportunity. And these are things I live by. So I think maybe after the first of the year, I'm going to give it another try. And we'll just see. Because I could be assuming that she felt some way and maybe she didn't feel that way. And maybe, you know what they say about assuming. So maybe that's just a me problem. And maybe I should, you know, try again. So what's the worst case scenario? She blocks my number. I mean, I want to pay her for clothing she's donating. So you think she'd be excited about that. But so what I'm doing here, so I just saw we got like a big smudge right here. So I'm going to get my little bottle here, and I use the ones like the nail salon does. This is in my reseller supplies, by the way, where you just go like this, and then that way it gets right onto your thing without having to tip it over constantly. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the acetone here. I'm going to stay away from that black area because, like I said, it may be fine, but maybe not. And that's how fast acetone cleans that on those white spots. So anyways, that was a side note. So yeah. I think you inspired me. I think I should try to contact her again. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, you know, then it is what it is. But everything does happen for a reason. And I think maybe even just her offering that really instilled in me how much I really do like doing this. I mean, you guys, I really like this job. And so to have someone offer me a position of making money doing something that I know I could do basically with my eyes closed, and to turn that down just tells me that I'm really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I am doing what I'm meant to be doing. Otherwise, I would have taken that up in a heartbeat. So, what should your average price that you buy shoes to sell at? You know what, Ramos, that's actually a really good question. So for me, I'm a cost of goods person. So here's my rule. I have a 3-time rule, meaning that I have to make back in profit 3 times whatever I spend. For example, if I buy a pair of shoes for $5, then I need to sell those shoes for like $20. And you're like, wait, 3 times 5, that's 15. Yeah, but you got fees, right? You got to pay for fees, and you got shipping supplies. And so I kind of do the calculation in my head. When you're first getting started, you can go and kind of look and see the sold comps on something. If you see a pair of shoes normally sells for $30 and they want $5 for them, and it's a brand that you know is going to sell pretty well, like, you know, Converse or Nikes or something like that, then I think that's a good pickup. But if you're at the thrift store and they want $12 for a pair of shoes that you know you're only going to be able to sell for $25, well, after all of the fees and everything like that, and the time it's going to take you to clean them and photograph them and all that, the question is it worth it? So I always ask myself, am I comfortable making that much an hour? If I buy a pair of shoes for $5 and I know I can sell them for $15, after fees, that's $10. That leaves $5 left over. Now, I know it's going to take me time to clean them. It's going to take me time to list them. It's going to take me time to ship them. It's going to take me time to photograph them. So all of that for a pair of shoes, especially in the beginning, it might take you an hour for one pair. So the question is, are you comfortable making $5 an hour? Well, if the answer is no, then I wouldn't pick up that pair of shoes. If I'm at a garage sale and something's $1, which is normally what it is at garage sales, and I can sell them for $25, then that is completely worth it. 3 times is a non-negotiable. 4 times profit is like, yes. 5 times is like, woo, woo. 6 times and above is like, banger. I'm happy on those ones. So I think it's more of a matter of like, what is your cost? What is how much you're going to make? How long is it going to take for you to list them and clean them and so on. So I hope that works for you. You're welcome. Hey, Nina, good to see you. Rebecca says, yeah, I do the same. 3 times what I pay. Rebecca knows. What has been your most profitable sale? Well, I think the one most recently Ooh, wrong tube. Just a second. I totally just swallowed that coffee down the wrong tube. Okay. Whew. I think the most profitable recently has been that big comfy couch doll. So I bought that for, what did we pay for that? $4. Paid $4 for that, and we made $340 on that, I think. So that was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I think that was my biggest one recently. The biggest one before that was I spent $50 on a Pioneer stereo in dash system for a car that had been basically just taken out of a box brand new. I paid $50 for it, and we sold it for $650. So I'd say that's probably one of my other biggest ones that I can think of. Those are like my two biggies. But I mean, other things that are profitable is like I just bought that set of Fallsgraph dishes that are retired print for $5 at a garage sale, and we've already made like over $100 in like a week and a half on those. So I think it's just kind of like a matter of like, what do you consider the most profitable? Are we talking like, are we talking money-wise, or are we talking like you buy one thing and then you just milk it forever? I also bought a lot of toys once for $250. We probably made close to 10 grand on those toys through over like a 2-year time period. Jaylicious says hydrate. No doubt. I totally swallowed that coffee wrong. It must mean I need a fresh cup of warm coffee. No. Dang. He'll do it. You know he will. What is the best place to source used shoes? Garage sales, bins, thrift stores, flea markets. I'm a garage sale girl. I am 100% a garage sale girl, actually. I've never been to the bins. I don't go to thrift stores. We've got one flea market locally, but like everything there is like ridiculously overpriced. I'm a garage sales, yard sales, church sales, rummage sales. I'm that girl. So, Foxy says, chop, chop, Justin. No, you gotta do it the opposite way. Oh, and someone else said, you're the best husband. Let me see this. What does it say, Eddie? You're the best husband that's ever lived. You help take care of your wife so nicely by making her fresh coffee.
I think you're making that up.
I think I am, but that's how I feel.
But flattery will get you very far.
Flattery will get you very far. And Jayla says, give it 5 minutes or less. I have to store mine on racks and use pool noodles to keep my boots upright. I was just thinking I need a pool noodle right now for these really badly. Do I have one? I do. I do have one. Hey, Jess, I have a pool noodle I'm willing to sacrifice because I bought it for my hot tub, but I literally never used it. Hey, baby. I need that pool noodle. Your mom's a pool noodle. I need that pool noodle. It's out by the hot tub. I'm going to need it for these boots to keep these up. Because these are, I mean, are these so cute? I love these things. If I could pull that off, I would just be like, when you're walking. Justin does make the best coffee. It's true. I just got a pair of Michael Kors shoes at the bins for $3. Yeah, baby. I love that. Hey, my eyes just lit up. I know. Aren't those so cute? Listen. They're like a really nice, like soft nubuck leather. I know. They're super cute. I wish they'd fit me. They're too small. I think they're like a size 7 or something. They're a Lauren Conrad too. So they're a nice little pair of boots. Nice quality. When you pick up something for $1, do you sell for asking on resale sites? Says Nina Lisa. Yeah, absolutely. I totally do. I will always be willing to let things go at a good price though. And I may undercut the competition a little bit. Just because there's so much room for profit on there that I don't have to worry about that quite as much. Let's see, what do we got over here? Smart Thrifty says, do you include any parts of the story in your listing? I.e. the boots were born in Vietnam. Smart and Thrifty, I do sometimes. So on these ones, I will probably say, you know, original owner's father wore these, and the story says born in Vietnam. I'm not the original owner, but this is a story I was told. So I do actually include that in on the story sometimes, especially for some of those old pieces I find, because I'm a stories buyer. So I will buy a t-shirt, guys, no joke, this is me. I will buy a t-shirt on eBay if in the description, or I buy a lot of my stuff on Depop, it'll say like, you know, This was purchased at the San Antonio Teenage Bottle Rocket show. From the merch table. So I put merch whenever I sell my band t-shirts. I put merch in there because I love that stuff. I love knowing. Like my son's got a shirt that the Dropkick Murphys drummer wore. I've got an Agent Orange t-shirt that's got like the signatures of the whole band and a whole story behind it. So like I absolutely do smart and thrifty. Thanks for that question. Swamp Picker says, I love finding hokas at the garage sale. Yeah. I just sold those hokas. We got those hokas for what, guys? Like $5. And we sold them for $84, I think. Love that. They were like brand new. I'm like, who's getting rid of brand new hokas? What is even going on? That doesn't even make sense. Read my comment above, says Shauna. Let's take a look and see what Shauna said here. Oh, thank you. Perfect. We're going to do a sacrificial pool noodle here. For sure. The very first place I ever saw the sacrificial pool noodle was on Pinterest like a million years ago. It's what I used to put in all my combat boots when I was younger. Let's see. Shauna, you may have to ask it again because I don't see it. When yard sales die down, I save winter things from yard sales and totes in the sale off season. Rebecca, I love that. I've actually been picking up, shorts at garage sales, and I've got a summer bucket I've started for as well, which is super smart. Let's see. What is eBay the best place to sell used shoes, or do you cross list? I cross list. So Ramos, I cross list. I do Depop, Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, a little bit of Grailed in there. I just found someone with 20 plus bins of Barbies from my mom passing for $30 a tote. Ooh, Shauna, Barbies are tough. Here's what I would do if I were you, because Barbie stuff is all over the place. Some of it is worth nothing. Some of it's worth crazy. What I would do if I were you is I would see if you can get some pictures from her of like 10 of the item, 10 or 15 of the items, and then use Google Lens, comp those, see what they're selling for, see if she'll show you what's in the bins before you commit to it. Because the thing with Barbies is it can be a lot of work, and it can be pennies on the dollar, or you can end up with some bangers. So I would suggest doing that for sure. Oh, Thrifty, I think I missed that if you pinned that. Oh, yeah, I got it. Perfect. Simply Burned, how's it going? Okay, so we are going to do a sacrificial of the pool noodle situation here, because I literally bought this and I just never used it. So we will go with like this for these, and then we will make one the other size too. I should have picked more of these up this summer, and I just always forget because I hardly ever go to the dollar store, so you need to remember to do that. By the way, greatest freaking what do you call this, box cutter ever, because it retracts. I picked this one up because I was using my husband's that he uses for like making things, and every time I used it, he would literally just look at me and just cringe, because I'm the girl that has cut, I have been to the emergency room multiple times for cutting the tips of my fingers off. So I would very, very, very much suggest, if you are accident prone like I am, getting yourself one of those. So, all right, perfect on that. And then we'll make a little cut here, go around with it. Yeah, we bought a new set of knives, and I went to cut an apple, and I literally took off the whole top of my thumb. And then about 5 months ago, if y'all can see that funky looking part of my top of my thumb here, I got into a fight with a cheese grater, and the cheese grater won. And unfortunately, I now have a super funky looking thumb, but that's okay. I was just happy that it didn't take the whole thing. So, yeah, Simply Burns, hello as well. You do know they make proof gloves that you can wear. I know, licious, but I'm not going through all that. I'd rather just use something where I can just retract this. It just automatically retracts. So I've been safe with that one so far. All right, so we're going to put those in. Is it going to stay up? I may have to pad these. I was hoping that was going to do it, but I think we're going to put some stuffing in these. All right, give me a second, guys. All right. Where I stuff these. These will work great for another pair of boots. They're just not going to work for those ones. And I want to get these with the up so that you can see all of the fringe and the tassels and stuff, because these are such a cute pair of boots. Like I said, I wish these ones fit me, because I would totally rock these with like a cute little pair of shorts. Oh, like with my Duluth overalls. So cute. Do you know, cut proof? I want to see you wear them. I know, right? You would make them look good. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Maybe try Toodles. I was going to, Golden, but I think we're gonna rock that out. That's just, it's too much work to cut more. And I don't want to cut this other section of this noodle because I don't know if I'm going to need it for other boots for the length. So we're just going to go with this. And we may have sacrificed our dollar pool noodle, but that's okay. Golden, I think that looks good. And I'll just like stuff the stuff down. And I have the little things down here. Like I put my little things in there. We're just going to get these all snuggied up here. A little bit more. And then we'll just angle so you can't see the stuff. Yeah, I love these boots. I love these boots. I got these for $1. And the front of them here, it was like super dirty up in here, which it's like perfect butter now. I'll show you what I used. You guys have probably seen me use this before. But I used something called Just Suede. In fact, I need to order more of this today. So it's called Just Suede, and I use this for all my nubuck leather and all my suede. You just spray it on, and then you just take a little dry brush thing, and you just go like this, and it literally gets all the dirt off and makes them like brand new. Look at how clean those look. So nice. It makes them feel like butter again. Butter, baby. All right, stuff that paper down there so you can't see it. And I don't know if we should action shot these. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if it looks good with an action shot. I think it looks funky. I think it looks weird. I like weird, but that's too weird. All right, man, some lucky person is going to get to rock these for this fall and winter. They are so stinking cute. Oh, I'm so jealous. I want these boots to fit me. That's all right. I mean, let's be honest. Am I ever going to wear anything besides tennis shoes and Crocs? Probably not. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at how good those look in that picture. That looks so good. What is the fastest way to cross list? Is there software? Yeah, Ramos. So I use something called Vendoo. It's Vendoo. If you go to the link in my bio, if you scroll down, you'll see try Vendoo to cross-list your items. So I use Vendoo. Now, other people use Autoposher, and there's also a link in there for that one. Try them both out. I think you get like a little trial period on both of them. You can try cross-listing a couple different items and just see which one you like better. Some people's brains like Vendoo. Some people's brains like Autoposher. I don't know why. I like Vendoo. It's just how I think. It's very analytically organized, but simple over there. So what I do is I list the thing on eBay first. Then I import them into Vendoo just from the computer. There's an easy little import thing. You import it, and then you can just cross-list onto all the different platforms right from there. And then you go to the next item, cross-list, next item, cross-list. And then what's nice about it is it'll delist those items off the other sites. So if it sells on eBay, it'll delist it from Poshmark and Depop and so on and so forth. So that's what I like. I like Vendoo, but like I said, other people use Autoposher. So it just depends on what you like. The other nice thing about both of those platforms is they'll also send offers out to people. So you can set up a thing so it'll send offers out so you don't have to manually do it. And then actually Vendoo, just this morning, I got an email from them to let me know that they have updated the app. So now you can actually send offers from your Vendoo app as well. So you don't have to do it just on the computer, which is kind of cool. I cannot stand seeing someone post shoes that are all falling, and I'm the same way. My dollar store has Christmas colored pool notes for holiday crafts if you need. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. All right, I'll have to take a look. What's the lanyard situation you're using is whole phone case? Raging Lions, that's a good question. So behind my case here is just this little flat piece of whatever that's got like adhesive on the back. It attaches to the back of your phone, and then I just pop my phone case. And then this little string just comes through that you can just hook the lanyard, you know, on and off from there. What's really nice about it is it swivels, so it doesn't have to go one direction. And then when I'm garage sailing or I'm thrifting or whatever, the length of this one's nice because you can just pop it in your pocket. So you can either pop it in your pocket so you can bend forward, you can pop it in your back pocket as well, just depending on what you like. And it will not break. I have been using this for a year and a half now. I wear it to every concert. I wear it out on date night. I wear it when I'm doing this. I literally live with this thing on my body. And they're not expensive and they work great. This one also has a place on it. You can put like keys or other things or your sunglasses if you want. If you go to the link in my bio, go to reseller supplies to get you started. It's over there. Out of all the gadgets I own, out of everything I have, this is my favorite. It saves your life from losing things, and it just makes it so you don't have to set down things and pick them back up. Chloe's hiding in her office. Chloe, I love you. That's been my issue, double selling stuff. Yeah, Ramos, mine was like that at the beginning too. And so with Vendu, it also even has, because on Poshmark, you're not technically able to delete a listing if there's an offer out on it. But at Vendu and AutoPosher both have a way to, like, in their code to be able to delete that. So you won't have to worry about double selling places. What is it called? So if you go to reseller supplies to get you started, let's take a look and see. Oh, this is just an image one. If you click on it here, it'll take you over to my Smile Amazon store. You'll see it. It's right there. I don't remember the name of it. I wish I could remember the name of it. I'm always so bad about remembering names about that stuff. But it's over there. I promise you'll see it. It's easy. Mrs. 407, good to see you. Okay, let's get our pictures done here. And so I'm just going to go around here getting photos of everything, of these beautiful Lauren Conrads that I'm so jealous that some other human being is going to get to own. Can you tell I want to keep these boots? They're so cool. Oh my gosh. And they're like, the bottoms are literally so nice. They're like, these were definitely lightly worn for sure. All right, get a bottom of those, and then we'll get a picture of the insides, and then moving right along. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for the follow, you guys. Hey, Pamela, how's it going? And I'm not forgetting about y'all over there on FB, YT, or IG. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Like, I can see if you're asking anything, and I'll get you answered. All right, so let's get a picture of the insides of these, which is always a little tricky, but that's okay. We'll do it. We'll get it. These kind of things are always like the hardest to get pictures of. But I just want to show generally that it's in good condition. And then where's the size tag on these? They look like a 7, but am I just like tripping and not seeing the size on these? Where are these? Is there a tag in here? I don't see a thing on the bottom. Hey, Jess. Love of my life, man of my dreams. Oh, what is that in there? Is that a receipt?
What's that?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. There's a thing in here. It is a movie ticket to see Ride Along from 2014. Whoa! Movie theater stub. I love finding this stuff. Guys, we could have a whole story about these. Who wore these 14 years ago to go see Ride Along? That's so crazy. $6.50 for a movie ticket. Excuse me, you can't tell me that inflation has not happened. $6.50 for a movie ticket 2014. Thank you very much. I'm trying to find a size. Oh, wait, is there another thing in here?
Camera's moving.
Is there another one? Oh, I don't know how to make it not move. Oh, no, it's just another movie ticket. All right. Probably trying to save those for like a... Oh, yeah, there is a size tag in here. I can't tell the size tag that's in here. I need your... And a piece of tape. I need your eyeballs and or... Oh, you're going to have to flashlight it. If you can just let me know what size those are, and then just let me know, that'd be amazing. So right now, are you taking pictures and then later go to the computer and actually create the listing? Yes. So I do everything in batches. So, like, I'll take all photos of shoes. What are you asking me to do? I just need you to figure out what size these are. But you probably need your flashlight and your phone. You might need old eyes. I don't know. It's, like, way down there. So I do everything in batches. I will take pictures of all shoes and then I'll sit down and list all shoes. Or I'll take pictures of all jeans and I'll sit down and list. And then cross-list those. Everything I do, I have found over time, if you do things in batches, you just get stuff done way more often. You want me to try to do a flashlight? Yeah, let me know if you can see what it says in there. Because I can't tell what size. It's in there. Can you see it? I can see that there's a size on there. I just can't tell what it says. It's probably going to say like 6 or 7 or something. Can you see in that one? You should be able to see it.
Just on the sole?
Yeah, probably on the sole. There's got to be a size tag in there. I felt like I saw one. I don't know. Go ahead and take them. Just take them with you and then see if you can figure it out. I believe in you. Someone who just broke up with their significant other. Probably they were keeping these movie tickets. You guys think that they're still together? Jasmine and Micah. Do you think Jasmine and Micah are still together? That's their names. I don't know that, but we're making it up. I highly recommend the app Maglite for viewing insides of shoes. Okay. J-Licious says to use the app Maglite for that. Takes the clearest pics. I love that. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding the size on that. It looks like a 6 or a 7 to me. I use it for jewelry mostly. Ooh. That is a good tip. Okay, next up, we've got some shoes in boxes. So we got a pair of bear traps, nice little pair of dress shoes. These are super cute. They have like a really nice feel on the outside, and they are almost brand new. I mean, I would even say these probably are new. However, like I said, I don't list anything as new. I mean, it even has these in there. I don't list anything as new unless it's literally like brand new. Because I just don't want to deal with the Karen that's going to give me a hard time about whether or not something is new. So I am not interested in dealing with Karens. I want them to purchase an item, pay for it, and then never message me again. Or I just want them to not buy the item at all. So that's where I'm at with Karens. Okay, let's get a picture here of our action shot. So this is kind of how I do shoes with boxes. Now, everybody does them a little bit different, but that's kind of how I do mine. So I just put the little box in there, and then I usually put them on top of the box. And then that way they're also getting pictures of every angle of the box on the Lazy Susan. Otherwise, people will complain, I got the box, but the box has 4 dents in the right-hand corner. I would like a partial refund, please. Snap, that voice was for you. So got our things here, and then I'm going to take a picture here of the barcode and the price because that's just going to help me find it. Whether or not I include that, who knows? And then we are going to get a picture of the insides here of these. And then also the soles on these. And then I will do I usually do a picture. My ending picture is usually a picture of them in the box. Just to show the person, like, yes, you are actually getting these in the box. And the reason I took these out is because they just look terrible in the picture. I had so many Edelman boots the other week, and it was better than my iPhone. Dang, okay. It helps so much. I even use pictures for listing that are that clear. All right, Maglite, you said? Maglite. Do you mail in the boxes? Yes. I usually mail in the boxes. But I include the price of the shipping in with the box. I mean, I suppose you could ask if you want to. I just have never thought about that. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question, though. Love the Karen voice, says Groovy. Yes, Karen always has, like, a ridiculously high-pitched voice because she's angry about life. Like, Ain't nobody got time for Karens. I literally can't even handle that situation. All right, so there's those. And then next up, we've got a pair of absolutely gorgeous cowboy boots. These are slick, slick, slick. These are so beautiful. Now, these ones, there's no, like, the only thing that's on these boots is the original, like, thing here. The rest of the box is just kind of plain. So I'm going to focus on the first picture having the box in it, but then I'll probably move the box. Now, what I'm going to do is see if I want to keep that original price. So we're going to Google image these. So this is a little tip. Google image the shoes you're going to sell, and if the price that's on them, let me take a look and see what these are going to sell for. So, like right now, it says that on their website that these were $250, but these say $159. So I want to look and see. Let's see, 136 new. Oh no, that's not those ones. Okay, so we're going to go with products here. I'm going to check and see if I can find any other ones. These are a handmade kind of, they're from a company. It's either called Joby or Hobie. And they're out of Houston? Am I wrong about that? So, like, this is my only concern is if I include the price tag. Like right here, it says they're $249, but it says $159 there, and I want to be able to get these I want to be able to sell these for as much as I can. So I will probably take that price tag off. Let's take a look. So these are men's JH Rough Out Square Toe Boots Clara. So JH Rough Boots Square Toe Clara. And we're just going to see if there's any other ones for sale. This helps me decide if I want to keep price tags on things or not. Yeah, I think we're going to have a hard time finding this. Oh, Rough Out Square. Oh, Claro. And then we'll try making it even smaller. Let's just try JOBE Claro boots. So I'm just trying to basically figure out like how much these are selling for used.
I had to pull out the snake, but it's the best.
Oh, did you find it?
It's the best I can do for you.
Whoa. I can't tell. Oh, that's the movie ticket. That's the movie ticket upside down. I'm gonna have to get that out. Okay, go ahead and just set those to the side. Look, chat. So we got a picture of the inside of those boots at the very bottom where you can't see. That's the movie ticket. Look. So I'm going to have to get down there with some grandmas and try to like soak that and release it. Measuring shoes is so difficult. Like, I'll figure it out. Just set them to the side. I'll just figure them out. I'm ready for this tub to come out of here too if you're interested. Magnifying glass with Light Pro is a blue background with a magnifying glass that tilts the top left. I know that's funny. That's for inventory, yeah. So I am thinking, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this price tag off because I know that I am going to try to sell these for something close to that. And I want to be able to have them look up and see the original ones of these were $250. So this is what I do, guys. This is what I do when I'm trying to decide if by the way, I'm using a heat gun in case anyone's wondering. This is what I do when I'm trying to decide if I want to include a price tag that's on something, is I'm going to see how much it's sold for. Like if it was selling on, you know, an app or whatever, I want to see how much it's sold for. And if I'm going to try to sell it for that price, like that's on there, a lot of times I'll take it off. If this price tag said like $250, if this is going to come off nicely. If it said like $250, I would probably leave it on there. But, oh God, I just think this is going to be difficult. Come on. Come on. Man, this price tag's been on there for a while. All right, we're going to look this up one more time. We're going to look it up one more time, guys. So we're going to go JH Rough Out Cafe Claro boot. So when I Google it, it looks like, yeah, because they say like $300 to $500. So I'm just thinking if I keep that price tag on there. Man, this is the dilemmas. Well, it's just on there so good. Okay. It's on there so good. I know, I'm obsessing. I'm obsessing, Charity. Charity, you're obsessing. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to... Are we going to do that? Here's what we're going to do. I know what I'm going to do. All right, I've made the decision. So I'm going to get a picture of the boots and the fact that they're coming with a box. I am going to block the price tag. And then I am going to get rid of the price tag. I'm going to put a little Goo Gone on it. And I'm going to let it sit and then remove it. Is what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So do I like that? Nah, I don't like that picture. All right, let's do this then. Let's do them a little bit more straight on. Pop them out a little bit. I normally wouldn't take this much time, but when you've got something that's, you know, is worth this much, I think it's worth it. What is the size of the boots? These are 7s. Could you possibly put something over it? See, and I was thinking about using a marker, but I also hate the way that that looks. It feels like it's deceivious. I find the plastic Scotty peeler with the round head. I do have that, actually. I think I have. Are you talking about this here? Talking about one of these? Because this does work, and I think that if I... All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm changing my mind 3 times, but what I'm going to do instead of trying to hide that is I'm just going to put a little Google on it. I'll just show you guys live. I mean, we're on here. I might as well show you what I do. So when I've got a super, super stubborn tag like that, what I'll do is just cut a little piece of paper towel. I've done this quite a few times, and this always works. The thing is, you don't want to put too much Goo Gone on it because you don't want it to look, you don't want the box to look oily. So if you just take a little square of paper towel, come on, squirt out, and then just a little bit of Goo Gone. So just kind of lightly put it on there. And then just get the tag itself wet, but try to avoid the box. I know this seems weird, but this always seems to work for me. It's like the Goo Gone soaks through the tag. And then I'll let that sit for maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'm going to heat it up. And I think we should be able to peel that off together. Because I'm going to ask somewhere close to the probably, I mean, I probably won't ask $1.50, but somewhere in that area. I mean, look at these boots. They're literally so stinking expensive. Like, let's see. Where is the, yeah, $280 is how much they are new on the website right now. So, yeah. Mine has a circular head, but plastic is more gentle. Yeah, this is the one I've got that like peels off and then this little thing replaces. It's like a plastic, almost like a plastic razor head or something. Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I know, I'm obsessing. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you get interested in something. You're like, oh, what's the story behind these boots? Then I got the movie tickets and everything's going crazy. All right. All right, next, what do we got? Another pair of boots. Cowboy boots, baby. These are really nice. These are in good condition. These are I remember the brand, Guide Gear. These are a pair of Guide Gears. And with cowboy boots, I don't usually do the action shot. I think it kind of tends to look strange. So I usually just do it something like this. And then I'm going to make sure that I mess around with my exposure. Probably put it to like -3 so that the boots stay looking nice and dark. So that's about how I normally do cowboy boots. That way you're getting kind of this, you know, the edges and like the embroidery and all that kind of stuff too. So then we'll turn. These are very, very cool shoes. I picked these up for $3, I think. We got these for $3 a couple weekends ago. And that. And then cowboy boots here. If I can get the size tag, I do. The same thing. So it's the same thing I do with like Converse. So -5. And then I just put my phone in where the tag is, snap a photo, and then we're going to get a picture of the insides. They look nice. So this is, by turning your phone upside down, -5, you can get that size tag really well. I'm assuming that has a size on it. Yep. 12-inch cowboy boots, size 10, EE. EE on our boots. Sounds like a, I don't know, sounds like a mammal or something. EE. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm cooked. I'm in shoe land over here. Okay. And then moving on to our next pair. Diane, how are we today? Good to see ya. Okay, next pair we've got is a pair of black Uggs. So these are in really good condition too. We got the box situation going on here. No price tag on it, so that makes me happy. And then, like I said, I just kind of do these. I do these kind of all the same. So let's make sure we don't have any. Probably need a little lit roll on these. Probably a little lit roll on these puppies. Honey, did you make any coffee?
Working on it.
I'm waning. I can feel my brain waning. This is how you obtain maximum efficiency and take over the world. What we gonna do tonight, Brain? I don't know, Pinky. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna fit all that cottage cheese inside those football helmets, Brain? No, we're gonna take over the world. They're Pinky and the Brain. They're Pinky and the Brain. The Twilight campaign is easy to explain. To prove their mousy worth and overthrow the earth. They're Dinky, they're Pinky and the Brain. Brain, 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 brain. Before the night is done, their plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun. They'll take over the world because they're Pinky and the Brain. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing, folks. She's cooked. She's officially cooked, honey. She's singing Pinky and the Brain songs. The day has begun. Oh my gosh, please tell me I'm not the only one that knows that. What kind of coffee? Chris at Peak? Dude. I'll take any kind of coffee. I'll take Chris at Peak's coffee. I'll take a gas station coffee. I'll take any kind of coffee, really. Okay, so with these ones here, let's see, how do they have them? I usually try to fold them how they have them in the original picture. So Uggs usually will show you on the side of the box how they're originally supposed to look. So I always try to do that like original picture. So I do like that. And then we need to get our shoe things in there though. That just looks awful without that. Yes, the rotating thing, Stephanie, is amazing. The Lazy Susan situation, I'm all about it. I saw somebody else using it and I was like, I'm going to get that. If you go to the linky in my bio, click on reseller supplies to get you started. The one that we're using is over there. You're welcome to get that one. If you get a different one, just make sure on the bottom that the size ratio to the disc ratio is a good amount. If the inside twirly part is too small, your thing will go thunk, thunk, thunk. What kind of, yeah. Groovy Grabs. Thanks for like. All right, we're putting our thing in here, and we're making these Uggs look amazing. You're welcome, Stephanie. Stephanie was my mom's name, and it's the greatest name of anyone ever on the face of the planet. And that's the truth. That's the truth. All right. Her nickname was Stephanie Joe from Kokomo. However, she wasn't from Kokomo. I don't know how she got that nickname. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take ya to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego. Ooh, by the way, guys, keep a little Swiffer next to you for your table. Works great for all those little fibers that you get when you're doing shoes. Why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down in Kokomo. It's song hour, honey. Are you singing like the second verse?
Yeah, I'm just doing the other
I love your name too, Stephanie. Hey Trey, how's it going over there? All right, so we're gonna get these on here. So like I said, I try to kind of go, so if you look on the Uggs picture, it'll pretty much show you how to do the boot. Why do I do it like that? Because I want the search engine to be able to find my item. So if someone is looking up a pair of boots, of Uggs, and they're looking for like this boot, and they have a picture of their old boots, or they took a picture of a boot in the store, and this happens a lot. You're at a store, you see a boot for sale, you Google Lens it, because you want to see if you can get it cheaper somewhere else, right? Well, that cheaper somewhere else can be my store. So if I put the boot the same way that it's going to look in a store, and the same way that the picture is on the front, then the search engine is going to be able to find this boot, and they will find my listing by photograph faster than they will find other people's, because other people haven't taken the time to make the boot look like it originally looked. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to get a picture of these here, and moving right along. Let's take a look. How does that look? Fantastic, if I do say so myself. And then we're going to get a picture of that barcode SKU there to make life easy. And sides. And this has got a couple little guys here. It's going to clip those little bad guys off. And then vacuum that up. I love this little thing. I can't believe I procrastinated as long as I did getting like a little handheld vac. I was just using my regular vacuum cleaner. I was like, why do I need a handheld vac? I'll just use my vacuum cleaner. And then after I tripped over my vacuum cleaner in here for the 947th time, I was like, all right, that's it. I'm buying a vacuum. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm cooked. And man, I'm glad I did. It has come in handy 850 bazillion times for shoes. I don't see it linked in your Zani. For the Lazy Susan? Should be in there. Are you talking about the Lazy Susan? Unless it's discontinued or something. Let's take a look. Let's take a look-see and see. I'm doing it the exact same way you guys would be doing it to make sure. Because if I go the other way from my end, then I can't tell.
In this house, we do magic for Susans, not lazy.
Yes, in this house, we do magics for Susan. Thank you very much. What is the name of that magic guy? It's Justin something. That guy's great. I love that show. And I don't like magic stuff because it gives me anxiety. Does anybody know what we're talking about? That show that was on Netflix, Justin somebody, he's like a magician and he has like magic for Susans. What's his name? Justin Willman. Okay, I'm trying to see if I see it here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Right here. It's there. It's under the list called Let's Get Organized. That probably should be in the photo taking list. I don't know why it's in there. But it's under the Let's Get Organized list. So they're like $20. The brand is Oridom. Okay. Thanks for looking though, Shauna, because I did find something the other day that was not in there that y'all were asking for. Oh, it was the Febreze stuff wasn't in there. Oh, the vacuum. The vacuum's not the same as the scrubber. Is the vacuum in there? I mean, the vacuum is a newer thing that I've been using for probably like the last month. So it might not be in there. Let's take a look. Let's see if it's in here. The Deep Hiller. Oh man, there's so much of this stuff is on sale right now. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, and it is on sale. It's $5 off right now too. It's the Fila cordless. It's this one, and it comes with all these attachments. I've actually used a couple of these attachments. So it comes with like a brush attachment. I've been using it on the outside of my shoes. When I get them from garage sales and stuff, they're always like dusty and dirty on the outside. But if they have suede in them or leather, I don't put them through the washing machine. So I've been using that little attachment there to get the dirt out. It's kind of like a little scrubber thing. And then this one here that's got the long little hose thing, I've been attaching that for the end of cowboy boots. So the little attachments, I didn't think I would use them, and they actually came in handy. And I'm glad I got that one because the one I bought, the one I almost bought didn't have any attachments. This one was like $1 more or something for the attachments. And I was like, well, I'll try it. And I'm really glad I got that one. I thought it was a 2-for-1. No, that'd be awesome if the scrubber and that were the same thing. No, these are two different things. So you got scrubber, vacuum. Never the two shall meet. So, I mean, for 20 bucks, this is way better for me than dealing with the vacuum in here. And it charges. So, all right. We're still going here. Okay, and then we're going to do boot here. And I think what I'm going to do is... Ooh, will our pool noodle work? Will our pool noodle work, folks? Let's find out. The pool noodle might have saved the day on this one. Look at that. I think we're going to make it work. I think we're going to make it work. So I'm just going to hold down that side, and then we're going to do kind of like a makeshift picture here. Perfect. Try to get my grubby hand out of there just to show that they go. And then what I'll do is put it sideways and then do a little measurer thing on there. So people can see. $1 store. Thank you very much. How do you wash your shoes in the washer machine? Amelia, that's a good question. I actually just did a video on that. You can find it either here on TikTok if you scroll down just a couple days. It says shoes. And there's a washing machine. It's also, I think, over on YouTube's if you can't find it on TT. And I just do most of my stuff in the washing machine. Then when it comes out of the washing machine, I use a little acetone and a rag on the white parts. And then if it's suede, I use this. And then I also use a little electric thing with the grandma sneaker cleaner for like an after cleaner thing. I probably should do like a whole video. I probably should do this. I probably need to do a video on all the different kinds of shoes too. Are they linked? Stells, they should. Yeah, if you go into reseller supplies to get you started, all that stuff should be in there. There's different lists. I tried to make it organized, but I mean, who knows how organized it actually is. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. All right, so we got a picture of all of that. I just need to get a picture of the bottoms here. These are really nice. Man, these are in good condition. Not bad. It's just amazing to me what people will get rid of. It's like they just barely even wore these. Like, it's so crazy to me. So a little grandma sneaker cleaner there. Got a couple little spots. Perfect. I mean, these are in such good condition. It's going to save somebody a lot of money from buying these on new. I mean, how much are these Uggs new? Like, they got to be a penny. They got to be a pretty penny. Let's look. Ugg. So, Ugg Classic Cardi Black. Let's see. Yeah, $140. So, that's so crazy to me. Like, dang. All right, and then we're going to put these back in here. Now, this has the paper, the Ugg paper, and the little pamphlet and everything. So we are going to put these in here because I always like to take a picture of the shoes. Like I said, I'd like to take a picture of the shoes in the container here. I just think it, like, adds another element. Why am my brain is, ooh, I can tell I'm getting hungry. My brain's starting to wane. All right, so I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to put the little card here. Sometimes these little touches is what makes things get purchased. Little touches of the boxes. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. And they all look just the same. There's red ones and green ones and blue ones and yellow ones. And they all look like ticky-tackies and they all look just the same. All right, and then let's look at our label here and see if this loosened up. So I'm just going to take my little heat gun here. And you can use a heat gun. You can also use a blow dryer. You don't have to use the heat gun. I just prefer the heat gun because it works faster. You just got to make sure that you're careful and don't get it too close. So we're going to try this and just see, because you can create like a burn on the box if you're not careful. So I know if you're on TT here, you're not seeing me, but my cord's not long enough. So let's see, is it heating up? It's getting hot in here, so take off all those tags. It is getting so hot, we want to take those tags off. All right, let's try here and see if this is going to come off. And we'll use our little tool. Jalicious, thanks for reminding me. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. So yeah, that little Goo Gone trick always works for me. The first time I ever used it, I sprayed Goo Gone, not realizing that it would stain the box though. So make sure you do it like how I just did it. So now that price tag's gone and we don't need to worry about it. So what you do is take a little square paper towel, spray a little tiny bit of Goo Gone on there, and then you want to go over just the tag, not the box. Let it sit, heat it up, peel it off. Jalicious, thank you for reminding me. I literally forgot I had this. So thank you. I appreciate it. My all-time fave show. Well, Mayberry. Thanks for the compliment. All right, so now we can get a picture of these. Let's do these Uggs first. All right, she wanted 20 for these. I did not pay 20. I paid I think I paid $10 for these, maybe 11, because I did a classic charity thing, hey, if I put all this together in a little bundle, would you be willing to give me a little discount? How does that sound? And she looks at me and goes, are you a reseller? I was like, dope! I was like, actually, I keep a little and I pass a little bit along. That helps to pay for my shopping habit. Ha 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 ha. I say the same thing every time. That way, I can skirt out of that question. Hey, Annie. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, there's a bug in there! Ah! Justin! Oh my God, please help me! Oh my God, what? No, giant bug! Oh my God, you scared this. Oh my God. Nope. Oh my God, it's so huge. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm going to compose myself. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. Honey, Justin. There is a massive, gigantic, prehistoric creature. Please help me take this. Oh my God, I'm scared it's going to jump out the corner. There's a hole in the box. Oh my God. Okay. We have to do something, you guys. This is a serious situation. He's probably on a company call or something. Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this in here. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm touching this. Oh my God. Honey, take this, please. Oh my God. There's a gigantic monster in there. Okay, so we're not going to do those shoes. We are not doing those shoes. We're not going to do those shoes. Oh my God. Okay. It was like this big. I am not exaggerating. I normally would not freak out so much. I was not expecting that. And it was like a gigantic water bug, AKA cockroach. Welcome to Texas. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to need a second. I'm going to need a second. Oh my God. That was scared the crap out of me. So I don't do bugs. I don't do things that crawl or do anything like that. Okay. Look, we're going to look at the positive. The plus side is that I didn't stick my hand on it. I didn't touch it. And it didn't jump out onto my body. Okay. Well, so that just happened on a live video. Welcome to live. Okay. That was my first guess, Texas size roach. Literally, it's like that big. It's probably been in that box since I bought them because we have had our house sprayed. In fact, it's been sprayed twice because I got a new company, not realizing the contract wasn't up with the old company. So now I have 2 bug sprayer people coming right now. So I know it's not for me. I know it's not for my garage, but I bought those at a garage sale and then I just stacked all those boxes on top of each other and then they've just been sitting. So it's probably been there forever. Whew, Shauna Lynn, there is no amount of money that you could give me to open that box again. I would not, this is not an exaggeration, I would not open that for $1 million. My heart is racing. I cannot even handle it. I can't do bugs. They freak me out so bad. Like bugs, belly buttons, people chewing on cotton, and clowns. Those are like my non-negotiables. Mayberry says I grew up in Houston for 20 years. Not cockroaches. They won't die. I know. Okay. So we're going to move on from there now that I've had a second and I can breathe again. So we got our box. Now we don't have to hide our price tag. And we're going to get a picture of that. Oh my gosh. What's really funny about the whole thing is I guarantee you that Justin is probably on a company call right now. And everyone that's on that company call is literally laughing and dying right now because they probably heard me screaming from the other room. You just reminded me of Fear Factory. Dude, Joe Rogan, of course I remember that. I couldn't even watch that show because of that. I hate bugs too. I squirrel and scream. Everyone laughs at me. I think I strained my muscles. I'm sweating so bad, you guys. POV Justin, put a fake one in there. I would be so angry. He knows better. Oh, the torture he would experience if he did that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't want to do that to me. I'll get back at you. Okay. All right. So we're going to move along and we're going to take a picture of these really pretty and gorgeous cowboy boots. How does that sound? That sounds great to me. All right. So we're going to get a picture here of these with the box, but I don't really need the whole box. I really only need part of the box. And I just want to get like the meat and potatoes of these shoes. So let's try, I think that looks good. I think that looks good. They can see that they're in a box. Let's take a look. They can see that they're in a box, but they can still see that it's the correct pattern and everything. And then we'll do one from the side here. And I'm not trying to get this whole box in every picture. I'm just basically using it as like a way to like turn the item here. That looks good. Ooh, I kind of even like, let's try, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try angling those even just a little bit more and showing that it's in the box. Ooh, I think I like that even better. I think that looks good. And then you can see that they're on the box. Whew, me from the other room wondering what was going on my phone. Jess, we just literally saw, there was a cockroach and it was like this big. And I'm not even kidding you. It was easily that large. Easily. It is easily that large. It is now trapped in a bag. It's just sitting in there. If I listened, I could probably hear it. Oh God, I want him to get off of the call so we can come take that box. Anyways, moving right along. Okay, let's get a picture of the insides of these. And I'm going to ask a pretty good amount for these, so I really want to take the time to like make sure I'm getting all the meat and potatoes because these are in really good condition. And then get the size on there. Yeah. Yeah, look at how nice these are inside. These are all, this boot brand is handcrafted. It's got, you know, a little bit of wear here and there, but I mean, they're used cowboy boots. And they're so expensive new. Someone will be able to get these and rock them without having to pay $250, which is a lot of money. So a little bit of discoloring. So whoever asked me about discoloring on the bottom, so what I did with these is I just sprayed them with a little bit of with the Wyman's leather cleaner, and then I did a little grandma sneaker cleaner, and I just used my electric brush, and then I just wiped them off. And how they get is how they get. Again, these are used shoes. No one is expecting for them to be perfect. And then for these, I'm actually going to also include the height on there. Let's see, like that. Let's include the height because I know someone's going to message me and ask that question. Now, when I'm doing like Ariats or something, or Justin's, I don't really worry about the height as much because you can find the description of those shoes crazy easy. Oh, thanks for the follow, Carrie, on Jimble. You can get, like, you can find what shoe it is so easily, but with something like this, it's a little bit more tailored, or there isn't as many available. I'll usually take a picture of the height. Otherwise, you're just going to get the question from somebody that's like, hey, do you know what the height is on the heel? So, might as well just be proactive about it. And then I'm going to take a picture of them in the box to show that they will be coming in the box. And that should be good. All right. Oh, I need to get a picture of the tag that we spent all that time on. What's happening here? Get in there. Get in there. Guys, I can't stop thinking about the fact that there's a bug in that box over there. Like, there's a bug. There is a cockroach in that box over there in that bag. I can't stop thinking about it. I literally can't stop thinking about it. I need to stop thinking about it. I'm going to have an OCD moment. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting in there climbing around those beautiful boots. Being a bug. We don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, another pair of boots here. So these are probably my favorite cowboy boots I've ever found garage sailing. These are Circle G's. Look at these boots. Look at these freaking boots. These are easily my favorite boots I have ever come across. With the like Aztec, Southwestern, rodeo, ranch style, cowboy, nubuck leather, suede leather up here. I mean, these are like, oh my God, I love these boots. I want these to fit me so bad and they don't. These are insane. This is literally Aztec heaven. Like, they are so, they've got like the burnt stamp in the bottom. The rubber is still like perfectly intact. Like the insides are crisp and clean. Oh, I love these boots. I want these boots to fit me so bad. But alas, they are not the correct size. So they are being passed along to a new person. Ooh, original receipt. So this is from 2021. She paid, where's the total? So they're called the Wine Embroidery Square Toe. So she paid $130, it looks like. $130? Oh, she paid part with debit, part with cash, part with Visa card. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So $130 originally. They're so beautiful. You would never find that in PA. No, I know they are insane. I swear pulling orders makes me feel like a kid hunting Easter eggs someday. Oh my gosh, Debbie, I totally know what you're talking about. I want to live in Texas so I can buy all the cowboy boots. Dude, Annie, I'm telling you. Like, I don't get to find as much like vintage Carhartt and like vintage Gorp here like I did up in Washington, but the amount of Western wear, it's literally insane. Like, I love it. So these are so, so beautiful. These are a size, I already knew this. Yeah, they're size 9. So they're so close. They're so close. Oh, there's a sticker on these. We gotta get that off too. These are so close to fitting me. But, well, what we're going to do, so same thing, we're going to see what we can find these for right now, what they're going for. And I may leave that original price on if, okay, so there's a pair of them for sale for $49 on eBay, but they don't have the box. So one of the things I do when I'm looking up something like this, I know I could type it all in an eBay, and I can do that. But if I just do an image search a lot of times, it's easier. And then instead of, because it always takes you to the all page, instead of being on the all page, if you click over one time to products, you'll actually see the price tag on everything. It won't just be like telling you about the boot. You'll actually see the pricing. So it looks like they're for sale on Bootjack 140. Someone's trying to get 165 on Poshmark, but that's gratuitous. Russell's 139 sold out. I might leave it then. I may leave the 129. Let me see. Let me just do a quick little search on eBay here, because if I'm only going to ask like 60 or 70 for these, I may leave that there. let's see. So these are called these are Circle G, right? Circle G. And these are wine embroidery square toe. Let's take a look and see. God, these boots seem like they should be worth so much more. Okay, well, someone's trying to sell a pair for $129 on here. $89. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it. Because I'm not going to ask that price. So I think I'm going to leave it, and then that can show what I or quote unquote I originally paid for it. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. Man, these are so freaking cool. So cool. All right, let's get some pictures here. And these ones I am going to get that whole box because it really pops. Yeah, I think we're going to do something like that. Me thinky. Let's see. Let me try stuff like this. Sometimes I'll do like a couple versions just to see what I like best. I really want to get the sides of these because I think the sides of these is really what makes these. Let's see. We'll take a couple pictures and then we'll just decide when I go to list, I'll decide which ones I like best for my opening photos. So pretty. Why won't you fit me? Why are you the wrong size? Well, it's like technically I wear pretty much a 9, but like I tried them on and it was like, doesn't really fit. Just doesn't fit right, if that makes any sense. Okay, so there's those, and then we'll get them in the box here. And then also we need to get the underneath parts. Let's get a picture of those. And then this still has the original plastic that they came in, so I'm going to re-plastic them, and then I'll put them in the box and get a picture. Do you know the cheapest place to buy tissue and clear garment bags? So, are you talking like the soft tissue that you would find in like a Victoria's Secrets box or something like that? Are you talking about that? Or are you talking about wrapping tissue or wrapping paper, like packing paper stuff? You just got to clarify for me on that, Katie. I know, so gorgeous. Yes, the white tissue. Weirdly enough, depending on how much you're trying to buy, I'll look at the dollar store. That's where I get all my stuff for like wrapping packages and stuff like that. I check there. Might be able to because it is Black Friday sale right now. I would look on Smile Amazon too and see if you see any over there. Where'd you get that body strap for your cell phone? So, J Mango, if you go to the link that's in my bio here on the TikTok, click on reseller supplies to get you started. It'll take you to my Smile Amazon store and you'll see it right there. It's an opening photo. It's like a little lanyard connect to a cell phone. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Or clearance after Christmas, Shauna Lynn. That's a great tip too. Dollar Tree Christmas huge pack for $1.25. Bailey, that's usually where I get mine. You're welcome. Yeah, this thing is, I'm telling you, I got a lot of gadgets, guys. And y'all know I just can't live without my lanyard. I don't even know what I would do. Literally. All right, so we're going to get a picture of these in the plastic because you know how when we're photographing clothing together, and I always tell you guys, like, you want to make sure you're getting the logo as much as you can, like, in the photos that you're doing. The same thing goes for, like, shoes, like, all the little things. So, like, they're called exposures, and the more someone can see something, the more times someone can see something in a picture that makes them think, like, oh, that's good, oh, that's cool, oh, that's neat, oh, that's awesome, the more little things that stack up is the more chances for them to finally hit that magic number that's going to make them want to purchase an item. So when it comes to like shoes and there's plastic or there's a box or you can show a picture of the shoes in the box, it just encourages them like, wow, those shoes are cool. Okay, the bottoms are not too bad. Wow, the insides look really great. That color's really awesome. And they come with the box and there's bags in the box. Okay, that's it. I'm getting them. That sometimes that one little extra thing is going to be what gets them. So you convinced me to chop my hair off and dye it today. Can I ask my hair color that is, Jennifer? I love that. This is a hair color line called Pulp Riot. Pulpriot. It is the only color line I will ever recommend for the bright hair colors. I did hair for almost 14 years, and it's the only one I will ever use on myself. I would never, ever, ever use any other line. It is, in my opinion, the bee's knees. Riz in the house. What is good, Riz? How is Riz today? What's the Riz up to? Hanging out with brides as they toss their dresses and make little sounds. Woo! I just watched a video that Riz put up in case you guys are wondering, like, how does she know that? All right, so you got those. All right, next thing we've got is a pair of MKs. So a little pair of Michael Kors. These are like what I would consider brand new. I mean, I don't think these have literally touched the ground outside of this box. However, the box has a little bit of lines on it and stuff. So I will probably list these as new other, just because the box is not perfect. But I mean, the sticker is still on the bottom. So these are super cool. And these are my size. I do fit in 9M. However, I just won't wear them. I know me. I live in my Telex and my Vionics, so I know me well enough to know. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get a picture of the insides of these, just to show that they are nice and they are new before we put anything else in them. Oh, what did I do with those? What did I do with my foot insert things? Oh, there's one. My gosh, you guys, this is literally how my brain goes. Oh my gosh, the other one isn't in that. Oh no. Where's the other one? It better not be in that box with the bug. Oh my gosh. What if it is? What if it's in the box with the bug? Wait, where did I put that other one? Is it in here? Is it in? Oh, okay, no. It's in the other Uggs. Oh, dude, I was literally freaking out for a second. Thinking I was going to have to look in that box. Get that box outside. I know Justin's on a company call and it's now sitting in my hallway. There is a cockroach in that box in my hallway in a bag. I have stuff stuffed on top of the thing. I want it gone. Oh, Riz. We were photographing and came across a cockroach. It's literally this big and it's in one of those boxes over there. All right, so we're going to put this in here. Make our shoes look all pretty and nice, brand new and shiny. I mean, they are literally brand new. So on this stuff right now, I would encourage you up in your title, if you can fit it, I would put the word gift, G-I-F-T, in your title. And then down in your descriptions, I would put Christmas, holiday, wife, girlfriend, mom, like basically anyone you could think of that someone will be buying this for, because this is how dudes search for things online. Michael Kors shoes for my wife, good present, size 9. That's what a dude's typing in. He's not typing in, Willem a trainer, tech canvases. He ain't typing that. He is typing in that he needs a present for his wife and she likes Michael Kors. He might even just put in Michael Kors gift for girlfriend, right? That's what they're going to put in. Or designer shoes for girlfriend or mom. That's what they're typing in. So if you can put some of those words down in your descriptions, then the search engine can find that, and then they're going to show your listing. Even if it's not exactly what they typed in, they'll be like, oh, those shoes are pretty cool. What size is it? A 9? Hey, yo, dude, what size shoe does mom wear? Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. These work for her. Or like, hey, bro, what size shoes does your wife wear? It's your sister. You should know what kind of shoes she wears. Dude, I don't know what size shoes she wears. Okay, she wears a 9. Okay, cool. Like, that's what's happening. We have a situation. We have a really bad situation. What? In that box, right there, be careful. That box that's covered with the IKEA bag. There is a 3-foot cockroach in that box with those beautiful Bailey Bow Uggs. So don't mess up the Uggs because they're worth a lot of money. But we need to get that out of our house. It's so gross that he's come out of the house. and then you need to lightly take the shoes out, and then you need to throw the bug somewhere that's not inside of my life. It's really big. No, there's nothing in that boot. That boot's holding down the top of the bag because there's a little hole in that box for the shoes to be breathable. So I was afraid that he was going to jump out. Although the hole's only that big, so honestly, he probably couldn't fit because I'm pretty sure he's from the movie Jurassic Park. So there's a pretty girl in there that needs to go. Literally, it terrified me in a way I can't even describe. I'm covered in drenched in sweat now. Oh, I'm so tempted. I want those, Shauna. Hey, you guys, like I said, you see anything you like, you message me and I give you a good price because then I don't have to I don't have to, oh my God, stop thinking about the bug. I don't have to pay fees. Wait till he rolls a tape. I don't think he needs to. I think he heard it. God bless. I do not miss Texas and the huge bugs. Dude, Baby Jane, I love everything about this place. I do not love the bugs. It is, and when you come from a world, I mean, I moved here from Washington State. There's like earwigs there, and that's basically it. There isn't any like, we don't have like bugs there. So, yeah. So, needless to say, terrifying and disgusting. And they don't need to be living in my life. All right. So, these are great, man. I bet you, I got a sneaking suspicion that these are a very expensive shoe. They feel like a very expensive shoe. I paid $8. I think I paid $8 for these, if I remember correctly. Because I got these and I got those Nikes. What did I pay? No, I think I paid 10 for these. I think I paid 10 for these. Or no, I paid 15 for these and I paid 8 for the Nikes. Yes, that's what it was. I wonder what these are worth. Guys, I haven't even comped these. Should we comp them together? Let's just see. I am curious. So I'm just going to use my own photo to see if it can pull up the price of these. Ooh, there's a pair for $130 on Posh, but they don't even look as new as mine. Oh, dang. Ungrailed, $169. Ooh, nice. Perfect. $100. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Perfect. All right, good. I didn't overpay. I had a feeling, you know how sometimes when you just pick something up, and Michael Kors stuff is funny because Michael Kors sells some stuff that you get at like Ross that's worth like nothing, and then there's some stuff you get at like Nordstrom's or whatever, and it's worth like a ton. So it's really interesting the price difference between like it's like his lower end stuff and then his higher end stuff. All right, get the bottoms here, and perfect. And I'm probably going to list these as new other because the box is not perfect. The box has a little bit of damage. The shoes themselves look brand new, but, oh, you're in Washington, Jennifer? That's fantastic. Yeah, I lived, in Bremerton for a long time. I lived in Gig Harbor. I grew up in Sequim, and Port Townsend is where I, grew up. It's over there. 15, Shauna, 15. Yeah, I know. Hey, you gotta go garage sale. Early word gets it. Do you get them?
Yeah, what would crack me up, though, is I thought of just bringing the box in with the bug still in there.
No. Somebody said, oh, he probably put a fake bug in there. I'm like, okay, here's what you need to understand about me.
I don't like bugs either.
If he did that to me, or if you had brought that back to me with the bug, your life for like the next 2 weeks would be so horrible.
He was not that big. We've had bigger.
Well, yeah, there's been bigger cockroaches, but that thing was like the size of like that. That was a big bug. That was a big cockroach. I don't care if he was 1 inch big. Any cockroach is a not roach. Jay Licious says, I told you. I know. He was thinking about it. He knows, though. He don't want his life to be real bad. And it would be. I was from Oregon, 50 years, moved to Texas, hard pass on the dinosaur-sized bugs. Dude, I'm telling you. Ugh. Yuck. Why do they have to be? Like, what is the point of a cockroach? I get some bugs, like, you need them. Like, I don't like spiders, but I get that they're necessary. But, like, what are cockroaches for? What, just to prove that something can last through the end of the world? Or that something can last as long as Twinkies? Is that, like, the whole idea of the cockroach? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Are they good for something and I just don't know? Maybe they are. Maybe they're good for something and I don't know it. But they're not good for me. That's for sure. I don't want no part of them. Thank you very much. That is a hard PASS. Sunset, what is good? Oh, yeah. What happened to the coffee, honey? Where's the caffeine, man?
Busy, and then you gave me a bud.
That's true. Is it made? Oh, yep, I can smell those pies again.
Yeah, it's brewed.
Oh, someone's burning their pie in the neighborhood. Smell that? Nope, that cherry pie. It smells too cooked now. It's starting to smell like that burnt sweet smell. No, it's not the coffee. No, I can smell the coffee. Yeah, no, that's a pie that's been cooked too long. I smell that. All right, so I'm assuming we're good. I'm looking. I know he wouldn't do that. I just want to make sure there's not another one. Okay. All right, we're good.
I shook
What
them
is on the
out.
side
It went
of
in
this
there.
boot?
I even took out the paper underneath and checked and
Thank
shook
you,
it out.
honey.
And
I know you did. You are an amazing person.
I know you don't have to remind me.
You
but
want me
it's
to remind
okay.
you all the time, and that's exactly what you want.
Yep.
Oh my god, we're gonna, like, it's so sad too because there's a cockroach in here, and these are literally like brand new freaking Uggs. Like, and then there's just a bug in here. I'm just going through and making sure. I'm just looking, to be honest, guys, and making sure there isn't anything weird on here from the guy, from our little friend. Ugh! The cockroach bug boots. These are really cute. Look at this. Look at the knit on these with like the Bailey bow on the back with like the hard tabs. Oh, so cute. So good. All right, we're gonna stuff these two here. Let's see what does this side look like? Yeah, so that we want to make that look like the side looks. So let's get these stuffed up with some paper and maybe a pool noodle to boot. I know they're very cute. Shauna Lynn's like, yeah, no bugs, no cockroaches. Snap. I agree with Snap's little emote there. If I angle these down a little bit, can I use the... I think it's just going to bend them back. We're just going to use paper. I remember when you showed them on your live. Imagine if you'd pulled out that roach. Dude. Annie, that means that roach was in there from that live. And I just didn't see it. Because I didn't see him until I lifted up both boots. Because I lifted up the one boot and I took it out. And then I went to lift up the other boot and that's where he was. So he was in there. He had to have been because then all those boots got stacked up like one on top of another. So he couldn't have like gotten in. There's no way it could have gotten in because those were stacked and then those were in a box with a lid. So he couldn't have gotten in there because it was in a giant tub. Oh my God, that means he was in there that whole time. Oh, he was in there that whole time, just waiting and being menacing and being great. It's like ready. He was ready to jump on us. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Where's that roach? He was in there. You know he was in there that whole time. He was in there. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Honey, he was in there that whole time. He's just been sitting in that box in that tub. I know, he's a little vampire. He was waiting. He was like, ooh, I'm just going to wait for you to get me on the live. And then I'm going to come out and I'm going to be like, that's what he did. That is, oh, so gross. So not acceptable. Not acceptable. I do wish I had not freaked out quite as hard, but that was unavoidable. The whole time? The whole time, honey. The whole time. Like there's never one mouse, no doubt. I didn't want to say anything until Justin got off the phone. God, he literally was in there that whole time. How did we not think about that? Oh, now it itches. Now I itch everywhere. He has been sitting in that box, in that tub, in my like living room back area for a week. Days. He's been in there days. Every single time it would rain in South Texas, those dang huge roaches would sneak freaking out. Oh, I'd have to fumigate. So Denise, you changed your name again. Denise at Sunset View Shop. I like that. So here's the deal with that. I think that it probably was from the place that I know that roach was from wherever I got these because I have 2 fumigators right now because I was with Romax and then I didn't like the fact that they would never show up on the days that they were supposed to show up. And I wanted to go with a local guy. So there's a local guy in my neighborhood because I'd rather like support like a small little local business here. And so I had him come over and he gave me a really good price. So I wound up doing a contract with him. I was thinking my contract with Romax was up, but it wasn't until February. So we have Romax coming and we have ABC coming right now. So it's funny. It's like we are double fumigated. We are fumigated to the ultimate fumigation. Oh yeah, those look cute. These are so, look at how cute those are. Goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. I love them so much. They just look like little sweet little honeys. Look at these little honeys, you guys. We're just gonna give him a little hug and make him feel better because he had a cockroach on him. And that's just mean. Look at him. Tell him you're the good boot. You're the good little boot. Justin's like, well, wife's getting hungry. Here's when the cray-cray comes out. All right, here we go. There's that. There's that. We're going to make these look all pretty. But we're powering through today, folks, because I got to get enough listings to have enough banked so that I can not have to take pictures and stuff the day after Thanksgiving. I want to be able to just relax and have a wonderful time. And I don't want to be feeling guilty because I'm not taking pictures and working. So I am going to get as many things in drafts as possible so that I don't have to worry about that. Cute, cute, cute. So stinking cute. Cute little boots with little bows. You're adorable. You're a cute boot. Oh, got a little dirt there. Let's see if we can get that out, little old grandma. Sneak it clean and produce it to myself. Where is his family? Hopefully living at those other people's house. Are you talking about the cockroach? Hopefully living at those other people's house and not living at my house. His family lives at a garage sale that I went to about 3 miles that way. I'm sure as I bought a table once, they had roaches. Oh, I saw it and fumigated my car 3 times. When is your Jamble show? Tonight. Tonight is the Jamble show at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So literally in like 4.5 hours is the Jamble show. So yeah, if you guys haven't done this yet, if you want to get a $25 credit, click on that first thing. If you want to be able to sell and make money, click on the second one and use my code. That way you'll get approved a little bit easier because you went through an established seller's link. Munching on Hey Dudes. That's exactly what he's been up to. So yeah, so the Jamble show is tonight. I've got tons of music tees. This is what Jamble looks like if you guys haven't been there yet. So it's the little app, little purple app here. Whoops, you're going to click on it and then create yourself a little account and then go up here to where the search engine thing is. Type in NiceComps, click on members, and then that will pull up my account. So I'm NiceComps right there. And then here's the show tonight. So it's the music tees and Amazon gift card giveaway is the one tonight. Feel free to bookmark these other ones. I'm also going to be doing a plush one. And I think I'm going to do a hat show too. I've got like so many hats. And I have more music tees. I have so many music tees. So yeah, tonight, be there, guys. I would appreciate you coming in. You guys know I love seeing you there. Even if you're just coming to hang out, maybe get a little work done, it'll always be interesting. It's never a dull moment in the world of my brain and Justin's brain combined. We're a spicy family. What is that? Is that supposed to be there? What is that? Give me that. What is that? Oh, it's like a little, probably a little cockroach. Get out of there! What are you doing in there? Gross. Yuck. Ooh, what do we sell on eBay? We sold something. What do we sell, folks? What do we get? What do we sell? We sold a 1959 Vietnam War official military raincoat, a nylon coat. I got it for $1 at a garage sale, and it sold for $28.11. All right, and then we're going to get a picture of these inside of this cute little box where there is no cockroach, and Justin was nice enough to make everything look shiny and good and nice again. So crazy. I can't even believe that happened. I can't believe that happened on a live video either. That's mildly embarrassing. Oh, you don't need to keep that stuff in there though. Let's get out our shoe stuff and stuff. Get out of shoe stuffers. Get out of there. Ooh, they're so soft inside too, you guys. These have like a really soft back area too. I didn't even realize that. Those are so soft. Wow. Yeah, those are nice. Okay, now that they don't have a scary cockroach in them. Now that they're pretty again. Now that they don't look dangerous and scary and frightfully. All right, perfect. There's that. And then I think I got, didn't we get the tag? I'll just get the tag again just in case. All right, there's that. All right, there's those and those. And we got a pair of Nikes. All right, these ones are like basically brand new as well. Like new other for sure. Where's our little Swiffer? By the way, don't snooze on getting yourself a little Swiffer in your area. It'll just help to pick up all those little fibers that, like when you're doing shoes, like little fibers always get left behind. They work very good, and it's an inexpensive, easy solution that most people have. Now, unfortunately, this person wrote the color on the outside of the box, which is really weird, but that's okay. They will still sell, and we will still make good money. All right, we're going to get a picture of the insides. We're going to get a picture of this tag here. And you got to show that they are actually Nike and not fakey. There's that. Perfect. And then we'll get a picture of the inside here. Looks good. And then let's get them tied up. What am I missing? Aces, what's up? Nice. Thanks for the hearts, Aces. I want to get those lights. Do you have an affiliate link? I don't for these, actually. They don't make these anymore. These are a discontinued light. And here's what I would say. The brand is great. So look up Fovatech. They're probably one of the top of the line light companies. But don't get the ones I got. They're discontinued, first of all. Get the LED versions. So they have an LED version of this light system. I think it's in the 3-pack, I think. They work great. They won't be as hot. These ones here are the standard regular bulbs. Now I can change the bulbs out for LED lights. It's just that the bulbs are crazy expensive. It's almost less expensive for me to just buy a new lighting set, which I probably eventually will do, just because these just get so warm. And because I list so much, and I list for like I take pictures with you guys, and then I also usually take pictures kind of on my own. Uh-oh, the camera followed you walking around, honey, and not me. Hey, come on back over. Hey, thanks. Good to see you. Stop. Okay. So, yeah, so go to Fovatech, check out their stuff because they really are a great brand. Just make sure you get the LED version. Don't be embarrassed. You handle it better than I would with the bug. Oh my gosh, it feels embarrassing. I'd burn the house down. Do you go to Savers or Goodwill, or do you source from thrift sales? I only do garage sales. So I haven't thrifted at a thrift store in, I mean, it's over a year now for sure. And as far as Goodwill, I do go to my little local thrift store here like twice a year. And I go to the shoe section because they usually have a good deal on shoes. But other than that, it is 100% garage sales, yard sales, and like church sales. But I'm in Texas, so there's garage sales year round. I mean, it was 75 degrees here on Saturday. So I really don't have an issue with not being able to find stuff throughout the year here. That being said, I think it'll probably be a little slow as we go into Christmas just because people are busy with holiday stuff. But I have a garage hoard right now of stuff. So I technically don't need to, because I'm getting I usually get anywhere between 150 to 300 items every Saturday. And as much as I would love to be able to list that much in a week, I just can't. I seem to be able to I can tackle about 20 items a day now. So 20 items listed, 20 items cross-listed is about what I can do. Any more than that, and I'm just exhausted. It's just like too many hours. I live in Wisconsin, so it's hard to find garage sales. Yeah, Fuzzy Pickles, that is tough. So, I mean, you're probably going to have to source more, like, from thrift store situations. What I would say is try to find yourself some honey holes. Like, even if you have to drive, like, an hour to an area that maybe isn't, like, completely thrifted out, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I look at how much I drive on a Saturday on average, and, I mean, it's, like, hours. Like, I leave the house at 7:30, and I usually don't get home until, like, usually between, like, 1:30 and 2. And so I'm doing a sale for 3 minutes, getting in the car and driving. So, like, I'm driving, like, massive amounts of hours every single Saturday. So if that's what you have to do and just thrift, like, once a week and go to a couple different towns and hit up a couple different thrift stores, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know? Yeah. You want to damage things? Well, I appreciate you guys applauding me on how I handled that bug, because I don't feel like I handled it great. I feel like I literally freaked out on the live video. But, I mean, there's those moments where I'm trying to be on video and, like, chill myself, and then there's times where it's like you're just regular emotion takes over, and that was me, because I just don't do bugs, man. Jen Lev, thanks for the like. I appreciate it. All right, let's check in with our friends over here on YouTube, just making sure we didn't miss any comments. Yeah, if you guys are joining us from anywhere else too, feel free to ask questions. I don't mind answering. And then we're going to get a picture of these in the box. What's in the box? And we got a picture of the bottoms, didn't we? Yeah, perfect. All right, and then like I said, I usually take a picture of the shoes in the box. Now, Depop, I'm usually out of photos by the time I get to this, but on Facebook and Poshmark, I'm not. So they'll all usually have that inside one for that too. There's those. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, I was hoping we were going to get to the toys today, but I don't think that I am, because I can feel that I'm starting to get hungry. So, all right, so we got another pair of Michael Kors. Picked these up for $5 at a yard sale. And let's get our top on here. And put these on our rack here. And then with these, we will do our little insert things if they'll fit. They should, yeah. That's why I love these things, guys. They make it look so nice. I am telling you, don't snooze on these foot inserts. Are you watching the video?
Yeah, I lost you there.
Oh my goodness. All right, Jaylish just called it. She's like, he's going to watch that video. I'm like, no, he won't watch the video. Dude.
The camera has lost you. You need to...
Oh, it lost me again? It keeps losing me. I thought you meant you were watching the bug part. Yeah, it keeps losing me. Camera keeps losing me. It lost me and was just video recording you walking in the hallway for like 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, we need to turn that tracking off. I thought I did.
I don't know, honey. That's a you question, because I don't know how to work any of that. You're the fancy electronics dude. You're the man with the electronics plan. Who's the man with the electronics plan? It's just. Who's the man? It's like Shaft. It's just. Who's the man that knows how to make electronics look and work? It's just. All right, we're just shining these little puppies up here. And actually, I think I'm going to use my patent leather cleaner on that. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. And we're just going to use a little bit of that on here. Make any place that's shiny, I like to use this stuff on it. It's the MB. This is in my link. It's supposed to just be for patent leather, but I use it anywhere where things are supposed to like look shiny again, because it makes the whole thing just look so pretty. Right. Gets rid of like all the little fingerprints. Yeah, look at how shiny that looks now there. It's like perfect. I love that. I love this stuff. I love when something is made for one thing and then you use it and you find out you can use it for other things. That's what I'm all about. All right, MK. Pop on up there. Honey, can you imagine if I tried to stand in these? Look at these things. Look at these shoes, honey. Can you imagine me standing in those? By the way, guys, I don't have balance to stand in anything with any heel. Like, even if it's like a half of a quarter of an inch, I'm literally like wobbly. I look like a flamingo without any balance. That's you taught the girl with the easy cheese. It's me. It's me. All right. I'm getting a picture of these cute little MKs. Sweet little. So on all of your heels and stuff too right now, guys, if I were you, and I'm not you, but if I were you, I would be putting Christmas, holiday party, New Year's party, work party, date night, any of that kind of stuff in there down in your keywords, because people are looking for things to wear for holiday parties. Jack's gotten so used to the, have you noticed, honey, that Jack's gotten so used to usually when I would turn this on before, he would like literally lose his actual mind, but I think he's finally like gotten used to it now. All right, now I need to wipe the bottom of these ones. You gotta do a little wipey on that one. Make it look all shiny and beautiful. You gotta look pretty for the holiday lady. You gotta look nice for the gal that's gonna wear you and look all delicious and amazing. Tell me you know who the Easy Cheek girl is from the bus with her friends. I don't. Who is that? Is it a video? Am I missing something amazing? Jay Vera, hello. I don't know who the Easy Cheese person is. I mean, if I saw it, I might remember. But it's not off the top of my head. Of course, if it's got a catchy jingle to it, I'll probably hear it and then never be able to hear anything else. Because that's what happens. Wake up in the middle of the night singing. Oh, guess what my song was this morning, honey? That I couldn't stop singing in my head at 2:30 when I couldn't sleep. Even when the cops come calling. Even when the cops... even when they get those 5 guys. Literally, my head would just like... I was like not stopping. I was like, oh, make it stop. Make it stop. It wasn't stopping. Good afternoon, Tina. How are you? Do you mainly resell clothes? Fuzzy Pickles, I think I do a little bit of everything. So I would say mainly clothes, but then I also do shoes, I do bags, I do video games,
box of toys right
dishes,
there.
Toys, especially vintage toys. What else? Tons of video game equipment. I got a lot of video game equipment. I got Garbage Pail Kids, comics, plush,
If it's
music
good at a garage
tees.
sale, you're getting
Yep, if it's at a garage sale and I can get it for $1 and I can sell it, I'm getting it. That's the way that goes. So I'd say kind of a little bit of everything.
You don't look for fines. The fines look for you, honey.
Ooh! Say it again.
Well, no, I guess
You
it's
don't-
comps.
wait.
You don't look for comps. The comps look for you.
Yeah, I don't look for comps. The comps look for me.
Yeah.
Nice comps. Nice comps. All right. Welcome to our lives and how we live. There's what is it that most people say? Oh yeah, Charity and Justin, they're really cool. They're kind of weird, a little random. I'm like, what is with this random? What does that mean? All right, that's it. Did I do all the shoes? Did we not do those? I don't think I did those. I must not have done these. Do you guys remember me doing these? Did we do these Converse? I don't even know. Well, if we did them, we're doing them again.
Are all these boxed
So
ones
many
good to go?
shoes. How many shoes did we just do?
Are all the boxed ones good to go?
Yeah, box ones
I'll
are
get
good to
those
go.
anyway.
Yeah. The only ones that are not ready are these black Converse down here and those ones there.
I was just talking about boxes.
Yeah, just the boxes. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes, guys. That was a lot of shoes. These shoes. So many shoes. Whew. Hot. I am hot. I'm starving. I'm ready for lunch. What are we doing for lunch today, baby? Oh, burritos?
Sandwiches.
Oh, sandwiches. Oh, with the fresh bread? Oh, yes, please.
Yes, that means
Fresh sourdough. Well, I mean, technically we should wait to cut the sourdough, but you know we never wait to cut the sourdough. You're supposed to wait hours to cut into your sourdough. It's like, that loaf's gonna be gone in 3 minutes anyways, so does it really matter? Random, more like tandem. Oh! Licious with the puns. Licious with the puns. She's not punny. She just crushes a lot. And when she makes a pun, you don't want her to stop. Oh, hey, Julie. Somehow we managed to retain 30-something people on this ridiculousness of today. Welcome to a random Tuesday. Nice to see you all. We're just a bunch of random folks living a random life. All right, getting tied up here. We're doing our little factory knots here. And we've got our little clear see-through shoe guys in. And then we will do our action shot. So one shoe up, one shoe down, one shoe going all over town. This one still looks like it needs some acetone. Let's put a little acetone on it. Let's get it shined up real good. All right, I'm just going to get that off there. I feel like I can get a little bit more. I'm going to give myself 5 more seconds. 4.
What's going on?
3, 2, 1. What?
What's going on here? That's good.
Yeah, it's good. It just needs needs the lid. It just needs the lid. All right, perfect. Looking good. Looking real good. All right, and then side. You get back up there. What are you doing? That Converse is trying to run away. It's got so much action, it's running. And turn. And turn. And front. And insides. And, oh, there's another spot. I very well may have just not acetoned this entire situation. But that's okay. Perfect. Yep, I don't think I even did that side. There we go. 2 more seconds. 1, 2. Time's up. All right. And inside, I'm telling you guys, you got to do that trick. It'll stop your obsessive compulsiveness, which most of us have. All right. Bottoms, and we'll get these out of here. All right. Because you make people happy. Shauna, you're going to make me feel blush and gooey inside. Where'd you get that shoe lift? So, Queen of Crazy, these are over. If you go to...
And you're sure you did these ones over here, or are these not done?
Yeah, those are done. Yeah, if you go to the link on my bio here, and you click on reseller supplies to get you started, it'll take you over to our Smile Amazon store, if you know what I'm talking about. And over there, all of the stuff I use, there's a thing called, like, so you want to photograph some shoes, they're in there. And guys, don't snooze on all that stuff right now, because it's all on Black Friday. Like, half the stuff that I have recommended over there that we use is like anywhere between like 15 to like 60% off. Yeah, they work really, really good. And it comes, Queen, it comes in a set of like, I think it comes in a set of 2 or 4. So that you have 2 of them. So if you wanted to lift both shoes, or you wanted to, like, I use them for stuff more than just the shoes. So like if I'm taking a picture of a belt buckle or something, I'll put my Lazy Susan at the back, and then I go like that, and then I'll take pictures, I'll prop things up here, so you can like prop things against it to like keep things in place and stuff. So I use them for that, and then I also use them this way for like books, DVDs, comics and stuff like that. You can also slant them, or I use that one for that. But either of those for that situation. So I love being able to find multiple uses for one thing. So if I can find multiple uses for something, you don't have to buy as much stuff. And that's what I'm all about. Saving money. That's what you need. Perfect. I love it. Then there you go. That's wonderful. Shauna Lynn, seriously, you make me blush. All right, there's those. These cowboy boots are ready too, baby. I almost called it guys. Hey, guys, those are ready too. Oh, you brought me coffee. I forgot. Guys, how did I forget about that? We're going to need a lot of that. All right, before I leave, my last plug for the day. Do not forget, tonight is the Jamble Show. Whoa, my phone just died. That was crazy timing. So tonight is the Jamble Show. So head over to the link tree in my bio. Click on either of these. Go over to Jamble. Just look for member NiceComps. Create an account and then type in this code, NiceComps25. As far as I know, this code is still working today. I know that they don't let you have it forever. So as far as I know, that code is still working. If the NiceComps25 does not work, do NiceComps10. So 25 will get you $25 in free to spend. The 10 will give you $10 in free to spend. But try the 25. Hopefully that's still working. And it's on Jamble. Jamble. Now, it is only for iPhone right now, so you got to steal an iPad or someone's iPhone from your house. You borrow your kids or something, or your hubbies. And come on in tonight. So it's going to be at 6 p.m. at Central Standard Time. And I'm doing music tees. So I have everything from extra small to like 4XL. I have every genre of music, from hardcore to metal to classic. I think we might have some emo in there. We've got some death metal. We got rap. I got hip hop. I got reggae. There's like a whole everything. I tried to like pull from every genre and every size. So come on in today. I appreciate the support. This is my second show ever. I'm not quite as nervous as I was for the first one, but I am a little bit nervous. A little bit. Not as bad as the first one, though, so that's good. I'm getting better. So if you guys can, come in. If you're a reseller, spend the $25. Get stuff. You can, the stuff that I'm putting up for sale that you're going to be able to get for on a really good deal, you can resell that stuff too. I just have so much stuff right now that there is no way in the world of any human existence that I would have enough time to list what I have. So I am parting with all of these shirts for, you know, most of them are starting at $1 because I just need to make room. So thank you for supporting. So it's at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. Thank you, Shauna Lynn. Hey, Heidi, good to see you. All right, yeah, thanks, you guys. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm gonna grab food. Thanks for coming with me. Thanks for helping me through the cockroach today. And thank you for helping support the channel and hanging out. So if I don't see you on tonight, I'll see you guys tomorrow for shipping and getting ready for Turkey Day. All right, thanks, you guys. Peace.